Hello, this is your mediocre time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
It's all falling apart.
I can't even tell the story you were telling me. Can't even talk about that. Sam's computer is pop crazy.
I
in
say
there.
we do talk about that.
Loud as hell. I mean, we can. We can talk about anything. Hey, it is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, our producer, is here. Hello, Sam.
Hey.
Dodging bullets, white bullets, computers popping. She's over there. She's doing her thing.
Pussy popping.
Hey. Hey.
Seth Petrozelli's here. How you doing, Seth?
Konnichiwa, genki desu ka?
Oh,
He's
doing
allowed to
this.
say that. He's
Yeah,
allowed
yeah,
yeah, he's allowed to do it.
So Sam's computer does violently pop.
I
like
gotta keep you on your toes.
Once a week, typically
Sounds
on
like a
Thursdays and
drive-by.
Fridays.
Exactly what it sounded like.
I don't know why it does that.
Typically on Thursday and Fridays, the sound card.
Shooting for the weekend.
Yeah, the sound card in your computer starts to get a little wackadoodle, and it'll start and then it's got a device on it, like a popping device that I installed on it, because if you run, it's basically, I don't even know how to describe it. It's got a device that I purchased that's supposed to ground the machine. It's a homemade computer, right?
Yeah.
But it's got this little device in the back of it. It starts popping crazy. So it's got this little device that I bought from China that you put on there. Like if I take that device on, it's like,
all right.
like it's just. But if you put it on, it
Like
just
a generator?
It'll just stay normal, and then.
Is that like the electrodes popping through? Like, what is the noise?
I have no
actually?
idea. It's above my
Is
pay
there a little
grade.
Chinese guy in there hammering away?
And
Like, what
Sam's
is
just
it?
trying to
Yeah,
edit the
it's-
commercials
yeah,
and
yeah.
just pop you straight in her face. I'm holding my ear.
It's so loud. It's so loud, and it only happens. It happens once.
And then I'm
twice
like,
a
I'm
week.
sorry. I have to leave the room.
And the way to fix it, like any other good, because we're just like any other company,
Smack it, right?
you know, we're not going to buy a new computer because I've gone to the marketing department a couple of times and we've been outvoted a few times.
Well, just pop it a little bit. It's
and
fine.
so
It
what
works.
You have
Marketing,
to,
what?
we go to the marketing, or I go to the money department.
Oh,
And I
money,
say,
bro.
hey,
Okay.
we need a new computer. This one's popping and quite dangerous for Sam. And but it's fine. You just reboot it, right?
Yeah.
You just give it a
Just gotta
reboot.
reboot it.
And then
you know how
it'll
much time you
last.
could save by not having to reboot it all the time? Time is money.
It doesn't take long.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't take long. And because it's a
It's not your
homemade
money. Who cares?
It's a
I'm
T&D
trying to help you
medical.
out.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody. It's a homemade computer, so it's a Hackintosh.
Well, I just know these cheapos aren't gonna buy one.
It's a
so
Hackintosh. It's not even a real Macintosh. So when we reboot it, you have to pray that it reboots.
That is actually rebooted.
Yeah, like you reboot it, and then
Right.
Sam, am I lying? And then it does a series of Matrix-style characters when you reboot it. It's like,
Oh, it's running the numbers
oh,
right
it runs
now.
the numbers,
Yeah.
and it goes crazy. And then
Feel
you
like I'm in Mr. Robot.
And then you go to a black screen and you hold your breath. And then when you see the apple, you're like, okay, we got another week out of
That's
it.
good. I can't say anything. The last 4 computers I bought was from a pawn shop.
Oh, you know what's on those?
Oh my gosh, should I
That's
kiss
some
you? Are you my
murderer
wife?
shit.
Is this Andrea Dennis here,
Yeah,
the
that's
cheapest
bad.
person in the fucking
There's
planet?
But I make sure-
inappropriate stuff on those for sure.
There's always supposed to be white, but it's not white. There's always something remnants of the other person.
Oh, they
There's
don't wipe
remnants.
They don't even wipe their counters at
Do
a
you at
pawn
least
shop.
get a new keyboard? Ooh.
2 are laptops, 2 are tape.
Oh, there's some remnants.
So, yeah.
Laptops are okay. Anyway,
So-
sorry, I didn't mean to go off script.
A couple things. Our cruise is
Get to
going
work.
on this September. Tom and Dan Cruise 2024.com.
Yeah.
Don't just put tomanddancruise.com.
Correct.
No.
Yeah,
You'll
no.
get a
You want to say it?
some sort of Asian gambling site.
Which, you know, some people might think we do
Here,
own, but
we'll go to it. There's a little tomanddancruise.com. We'll go here and we'll
Oh.
check it out, see what's happening today.
Whoa, look at that.
It's still
Holy
making.
shit.
Wow.
Look at that go. Wow.
It's a
Look
lot
at
of
that
ads.
thing.
It's popping as much as Sam's computer.
Yeah.
Look at it go.
There is a lot going on there.
Yeah,
Oh, That's a headache.
Hurts my eyes.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is, but it's a thing. So don't go there. Go to
Make
Tom
sure.
and Dan Cruz 2024.
24, yeah.
Comes with a free drink package, unlimited free alcohol,
Yep.
and free sodas, free Wi-Fi if you book through us, and we do free private parties and events.
A free private pirate party? Is that what you just said?
Yes, I did
Are you
say that.
lying again like
I
you
thought he
did?
said free private parts party. And I was
Did
like,
you
what the
know-
hell?
Maybe there's a water park. Who knows?
Did
no
you
one
know
knows.
he lied about on one of the... Where did we do that?
Sam was gone, so I
Okay,
just
yeah.
started
Did-
saying things.
I lied
Well,
to you.
what?
I lied to you earlier in the week. Remember when I told you when you came back, I said, hey, everything went great.
Yes.
I lied to you.
Well, I figured as much.
I forgot. No,
yeah.
but it's not really a lie if I forgot it, right? Because everything other than this did go well. But we did a commercial, and then we're like, hey, I did this. I go, hey, what do you want to plug? You want to plug the Cruz? And Tom says, yeah, let's plug the Cruz. I sent him in that direction. Then for it felt like 20 minutes, but it's closer to like 7 minutes. He went on a whole diatribe about how you're going to want to sign up because we're going to the private island with a water park for kids. It's got a water park.
Yeah.
And he's never been to the water park. He's like, I never been to the water park. Then he starts talking about stuff. Is there a water park? And then we get to, is there a water park? Then we get answers. And
Oh my God! This was the last cruise where we said there was a go-kart track on the boat, and then it turned out there wasn't.
We always lie about everything we
We
do.
always lie about the cruises.
Last water park I went to on a cruise, it had it was infested with fleas.
Please.
Hundreds
Wait
of
a
thousands
minute.
of fleas.
No,
help.
no.
This will help.
You didn't go to a water park with fleas.
Tons
You
of
didn't
fleas.
tell me you
Where they were on the slides.
You just made me laugh fart.
On the walk
Yeah, old man laugh hard.
on the ladders up, they were like crawling all over it, jumping on the stairs.
No, you
in
didn't
the
see
slides.
fleas
Oh, yeah.
climbing stairs.
Fucking yes,
can
bullshit.
have
I
it
didn't. There were so many that formed like
Yeah.
in the cartoons where it forms
No,
like
you
a
can
thing.
Sam.
It looked like. I swear to God, it was
Sam,
like
you
that.
can have
Sand
that.
hand?
You can have that. I had a dog.
mummy hand?
I had a dog one time. This is a true story. I had a dog one time that we kept spraying for fleas, and they would still get on her. And then the pest control guy. This is a Volusia County pest control guy, but he came out. He's like, "We've been spraying for them, and they're immune to it, and we've created super fleas, and they're gonna
What?
kill your dog." And they killed my dog. The
Oh,
fleas
come on.
killed my dog.
No.
Because they were super fleas. They became immune to the spray that we were putting down.
Oh,
Nothing
man.
could be done. They couldn't be stopped.
Also, if you want $50 off your initial
to work.
medical marijuana card,
Yeah.
you can enter and go to buddocs.org, and the promo code is BudLove50 when you set your initial appointment
Hey.
for your medical marijuana card. $50 off.
Nice.
And so you could also same day get your medical marijuana recommendation,
Yeah.
and then just literally go to a dispensary right after you go to Bud Docs.
Quickly, true
That's till
story.
the end of February, by
Yeah,
the way.
a quick true story. If you you battle with pain and whatever, like I do, I have a maintenance medication. I take Celebrex, and I wasn't able to get it, and I used just amped up my 10 milligrams a little bit. And, no, seriously, it does help.
That's a good temporary fix. Yeah.
It fixes better than aspirin and
True,
Tylenol and that kind of stuff. Never works. I've never been an Advil guy, but I'll tell you what, a couple of pills will help you out.
So I have a couple stories, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion.
You know what?
and-
I'm sick of yours.
and I'm glad Seth's here for this story
At
because
least somebody is.
it has to do with a doctor. And I don't go to the doctor that often
Yeah.
just to go get my
Why?
drugs. Just because I want drugs anytime I go to the
No,
doctor.
I
and
mean,
then-
like, you've never been a go to the doctor kind of guy, right?
No, I just ignore any sort of problem I have.
I mean, I even
like I look down in the
remember-
toilet, blood, and then I just don't just
but
ignore you saw that.
Well,
Sorry.
to set
If
the
it's
story,
bright, it's okay. If it's
to
bright
set
red,
the story
okay.
a little bit, I remember when I first met you, you had something with your neck,
Oh, big neck infection because I
and
got
you were just letting
A
it
neck
go.
infection.
When I got my wisdom teeth out, it infected my neck, and a big goiter happened.
Oh God.
Disgusting.
I did eventually go to the emergency
Yeah.
room, and they were like,
But dude,
"Whoa,
you
one
were,
more
you
day
were
and you'll
nursing
die."
that goiter for a while, though. You had
And,
like
and
a little
he's also
bandage
the guy
on it.
that's always like, how do people let tumors get so big? This guy
How
had a
big was
goiter
it?
on his neck.
Do you have any pictures of it? Like, did it have a hole in
It
it?
was pre-pictures.
Was it leaking?
Pre-pictures?
It was. It was.
It was like
Some of your
pre-pictures.
best goiters.
It was like 2005.
Most of your best goiters are pre-pictures. That's why
I
we
think
don't
it
have
was
a lot of
04.
pictures of them.
Anyway, I got that from the camping trip, which we had to cancel this weekend. Good goddamn weather. Anyway.
No,
You know,
nobody
they
wants to
they
be
canceled
out
Mardi Gras
Yeah.
in Sanford.
Yeah,
Like,
they cancel everything in Sanford.
it's a damn atmospheric river. Anyway.
Atmospheric river.
So
Wow.
I went to the doctor this week, And
I cannot believe this.
because I finally had to get my nerve test for my hands because I couldn't take it anymore. And
Does it hurt?
I had to wait till the beginning of the year, so because I have shit stage 4 cancer insurance,
Same.
and it only pays for stage 4.
Yeah.
And all the other costs I have to pay out of pocket. Anyway, so I finally fed up and I went to go get the nerve test, right? So, and let me ask you, Seth and Daniel.
Yeah, and I've actually had this test done. Tom and I talked about it.
So have I with my foot. I did a
Yeah,
nerve test.
it's not surprising that 2 hypochondriacs have had the nerve test, right? You know?
It hurt actually.
It does hurt. Okay.
Yeah, it hurts
sorry.
really bad. And
They
I think
stab you with needles and they shock your fingers.
And mine was because I had a tremor, and I still kind of have it in my right hand. But I was convinced that I had a lesion on my brain that was causing right. I mean,
A white matter lesion.
yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely I had a lesion.
But I have one
Oh,
actually.
God.
So
Really?
Yeah.
From getting knocked around, or
They said it could be from
Right.
migraines. It could be from
yeah.
oh, you got one of those?
Oh, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Oh my God.
I'd be freaking out if that was in my
man,
head.
if I had a lesion, I wouldn't be here doing a podcast. Hey, that'd
I'll
be
be at
living my
home,
life.
It's the only thing that
You
stops
know
the
what I'd
lesion
be
from
doing?
growing.
I'd be riding a bull named Fu Manchu. I'm sorry.
Rest in peace.
Fu Manchu.
So anyway, I don't know if you guys are like this, but when I'm at the doctor, because I don't go that often. If I'm getting a test,
Oh, no, right.
no. But I want to be the toughest patient that he's seen that day.
Dude, you have an obsession with grit and toughness.
But I just want the doctor, like, I want him to, when he's doing the test, for to be like, man, this guy's tough.
You know, I don't normally say this, but you do know you're the toughest patient I've had today.
They never say that though.
No, why
But they think it. I know they think it because
He wants it like a little kid. Like, you're the toughest one today. Here's a lollipop.
Well, because so he's doing the nerve test. He's shocking my fingers, and I just sit there like a corpse while he does it. And it hurts, but I don't act. I don't fidget. I don't say, oh, I don't make any. I just sit there and take it, right? So he's shocking my fingers and doing the whole thing. Then he moves to like stabbing me and shocking my fingers, right?
Yeah.
And so then the second
Was
thing
it
I
an
do.
Asian man?
No, it was a
I
stereotypical.
had a little Asian man.
Not a big fat white guy.
Yeah, this was a stereotypical nerve nurse.
I don't know what that means.
Nerve
Wait,
nerd.
Yeah,
Dan,
glasses.
you're good at explaining what an occupation looks like, right? What does a typical nerve nurse look like?
Mine was
nerd.
a fatter Asian
Oh, nerd.
man with a round Charlie Brown head,
Yeah.
and he had a little bitty, little patch of like Kim Jong Uni hair. He had uni hair. And he was round, and he had a striped shirt on, and his jeans were too tight. He had on tiny little dirty Chuck Taylors.
So I'm sitting there taking the electric shocks, and then I like to also.
Are you trying like not to make any facial
Yeah.
expressions?
So I could be the toughest guy he's seen
yeah.
that day. I'm like,
I'm the toughest.
and I know he's thinking like, this guy's tough.
Wow,
he's not
this,
even.
you know,
moving.
you're pretty close to
No,
the
he's
toughest
not.
guy.
He's thinking this guy is an idiot trying not to move, so he looks tough.
I don't think he's thinking that at all. I think the guy's thinking,
He's
I
thinking
just
about
want to get the
Applebee's.
fuck out of here. Yeah, he's like, he's like, I want to get out of here. I can't
You
wait.
got 2 for 1 tonight.
Yeah, he's like, I wonder if my wife will let me fuck her tonight. I'm hungry.
So then the second thing I do at the doctor is I observe what they're doing, and then I guess what they're doing works.
Is that the on button? I knew it.
So basically, this guy's shocking my fingers.
Are you shocking my fingers? I knew it.
And then he's taking a measuring tape and then measuring my
You
fingers.
measure my fingers? I got long thumbs. Don't measure my
And
thumbs.
so he's
Oh wow.
he's stabbing me in the elbow and the right in the wrist, and then shocking me good, and then measuring it right. So then he's looking at this like equipment that is like a graph or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm watching him do this, and then I'm like,
It's a coffee machine.
I know what you're doing, man.
yeah. So then I'm like, oh, I see, you're shocking me.
Oh, it's all coming into picture now. Yeah.
And then
Oh, God damn it.
you're
dude.
measuring how long the shock takes to get to the fingers.
Yes.
And then they always say like, because they want to be nice. They're like, kind of, but not really. Then I'm like, yes. So then he shocks my fingers or whatever, and then at the end of the whole thing, he tells me exactly what I told him when I first came in there, and he walked in. He's like,
I
"What's the
shot your
problem?" And then I'm like, "I think I have carpal tunnel in both hands. My right one being worse." And
Well,
he's
the
like,
only way to find out is to waste your time with the
Well,
shotgun.
so he confirmed what you suspected.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gave you an official diagnosis.
Right.
Well,
Or
he's
he
not
just
allowed
ran
to do
some-
that. He's not supposed to do that. That's not the doctor. That's
Well,
the
that-
technician.
That's for ultrasounds. I think this one he is because he said something. My guy said something to me too. I think you're allowed to. With
My
Nerf.
guy
Yeah,
did.
with the
I had
nerve
to
of that,
wait.
because he
I had
told
to
me,
wait
he's like, I
scared
know.
to death for a call. And then they called me. They're like, "You have no lesions. You're crazy. We shocked your
But I
that's
feel,
an
I feel
MRI.
it was gimmicky, like you're
Yeah.
alluding to right now.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like it's gimmicky.
So
I think
then
it's bullshit.
So then, now, by the way, this test cost me $700,
Oh.
right, out of pocket.
I could have done it.
And
I
then-
could have done it.
And then,
It's like that's 7 Fridays. For me.
so then I was like, so he's like, carpal tunnel in the right hand, a little bit less in the left hand. That's it. And then I was like, well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
And then I started looking. I was like, this is a whole dog and
You
pony
tricked
show.
me.
Yeah.
Can't I stick my hands in a carpal tunnel robot? Like, for sure, a
Not
robot
yet, not yet.
could do this. And a doctor didn't have to put little electrodes on my hands and then shock me
I
and then
think
look at the graph.
That's all they have.
And then I feel like it's all a show, and then this is because it's a business, right? So, and
It's
Daniel
definitely a
knows this,
business.
is that this is how business works. Seth, listen up.
Yeah,
so
you don't know anything about
Paying
business.
attention.
every business makes what they do seem more complicated.
Oh,
than
I
it
do
is.
it with what I do. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, if you take our business, you know how easy it is to read commercials for me and Daniel.
Well, that's not a good example.
That's a point.
Well,
Yeah,
it
that's
seems
bad.
harder than it should be. That's all I'm saying. Like it's a little bit hard for us, but it
You
should
know how
be
hard it
super
is?
easy.
You know how
Normally.
hard it is for us to make it appear hard.
yeah.
You know how hard that is?
And I feel like the medical industry has
D&D medical industry.
all they do is make things seem more complicated and harder than they actually are, and so that when you spend the money, they
gotta
can justify
justify it, yeah.
the amount of money. Like this is a $700 test. The
Well,
guy
it's-
said
it
with
starts
the
with the
equipment.
price, right? Everything goes back to the price.
Yeah.
It's like companies that we used to work with, like Ideal Image was one of them. I still like to work with them, but one of the things that used to make me crazy is they'd never do like payment plans or anything because they thought it made them seem cheap or whatever, but the price was always inflated. If you made the price of this test something reasonable and the way it should be priced, like if it were like a $65,
Well, that's the insurance company's
No, that's what I'm
fault,
saying.
yeah.
Is that like if you got that done and they said, yeah, this is the tried and true way to know, and they said it was $55 and you did it, everybody'd have a better feeling about
Sure.
But why can't?
how we're treated medically. But yeah, do you know what
This-
my injections were on my hips? Do you know
Oh,
what
I
that cost?
get-
Take a guess.
I mean,
$4,200.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna
for
say
two
4,000 a
shots.
piece.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, well,
God
you're
damn.
$4,200
Oh,
for
they
two
did it.
shots.
Tom, what did
Tom,
you-
it didn't even work, dude. It didn't work.
I could have done that.
It didn't work. You might as well. You did the same thing. You make me happier than the fucking shots do.
My
It
nerve-
did
Punch him
nothing.
in the hips every couple days.
It would feel
Yeah,
better.
but it doesn't take $4,200
No.
to give you a shot.
No.
Like the nerve test, like that was a $120
All right,
nerve
I
test.
held out as long as I could.
All right, yeah, we
No.
deserve that. We
Old men
deserve that.
complain about insurance.
Yeah, 23 minutes into the show, we're talking about insurance.
But you
Yeah,
know,
that's right.
but I can't value what the medical industry
What did you
does
go there for?
for the nerve test.
For what? For what? For the results? For them to tell you what you thought that you suspected that
Well,
you
he-
had?
you have to
were you
confirm
thinking
it
you were
for
gonna get
surgery, right?
were you gonna get a cure? Like what were you
Yeah,
thinking?
what were,
No,
what
then
were your expectations of going in?
Right.
What did
Well,
you want back out of it?
They can't give me nothing for my
They
my-
can't give me
Unless
nothing.
it's,
for my-
unless it's
and
diagnosed.
they diagnosed. So they
so you got what you signed up for.
I did, but it shouldn't have cost so much
I agree
to
with that.
diagnose me. And I can't shop it out like I can everything else. Like when I used to get tires when I was
but
poor.
that's bad. You'd be getting some
What?
cut rate Craigslist guy like, I'll shock him.
That's what I want. It's just-
My car battery.
this is America. I should be allowed to go to any doctor that I want
I
to.
mean, they have that in other countries. You can do that. In other countries, you can go to an unlicensed
I
doctor.
know
Yes.
a podcast doctor that'll check out your nerves.
Like I want to go because when
Shout
I
out to Phil.
when I was at my poorest, I used to go to the Retread Lopez tires and get Retread
Oh,
tires.
God bless you, Lopez
It
Tires.
was $30 a tire,
Yeah.
and then it was
I think they're still in business.
It was like 40% as good as a new tire, so fine. Like, I want to go to a Lopez doctor.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can, but it's not legal. But you can find
Yeah,
them
you
out
can
there.
do
That's
it.
the problem,
I
though.
can get you a BBL tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because if
and
I-
then you might die in somebody's apartment on their couch.
No.
Hey, that's the risk you take.
I'll take the risk.
My nerve doctor was out of business. Like I went the week later to question him because I had questions just like you.
Oh my God! You guys
Went
are
in,
interrogating the doctor?
I went in and he's like, yeah, that guy's no longer with us.
They boarded up the windows.
I'm like, what the fuck? Really?
Yeah,
1 week later.
He skipped town. Apparently, he
You
was,
got your nerve money.
apparently,
and
he's shocking you in your butthole.
But I tried to be tough just like you. And then when I got up from the bed I was laying on, drenched, just soaking wet from my sweat.
Oh, I didn't
It hurt so fucking
I
bad.
was like, is there any way to turn this down? It hurts. And they're like, sir, it's
Is
supposed
it a thing where you're supposed to let them know when it hurts? Because
I did.
shouldn't you be reacting
I
so
did.
they know?
No.
I'm the baby. I was like, oh God, this hurts so bad. And they're like,
I could take pain, but that shit was just awkward and weird. It was just running down to
I
my
didn't have the
toes.
legs.
I felt a little bit in my balls.
oh, I did it in my hands, and you could feel it in your elbow. You know that area where you get like
Funny
bone? Did you feel it in your funny bone?
Oh yeah, they were sticking needles in my funny bone and shocking my hand to open.
It pops your hand open, and then they
But I
can
just stood there,
Sam,
stone cold.
Theoretically,
Took it.
they can make your hand do because they're
Yeah.
controlling the nerve. They can like make your fingers like pop and make like.
Yeah, I want the doctor to be like, this motherfucker's tough. He's taking it.
You
He's
should have
taking the pop
noveled it.
hand.
You should like give me a middle finger. Like, pop the middle finger. You know?
Or they're like,
Sign language, the
or
N-word.
they're like, why is this guy here? He's not even reacting. He obviously doesn't have any nerve pain.
So you got a carpal tunnel. What
Yeah,
are you gonna
yeah.
do now?
So pretty much your hands are pussies.
They
pussy
are,
hands.
Pussy hands.
I gotta go and now get the drugs. It's all a
Now
goddamn. That's all they're selling me
Yeah.
is drugs. Anyway,
Yeah.
Punch a maki water board, you'll be good.
Makiwata board.
Just hard punches, conditioning.
so another thing that I went to go do this week, which I'm not used to doing, is I went to a running shoe store.
I went to a running those things you wear on your feet.
So you did 2 old man things the week that you turned 42.
Why is that old? A lot of people go to running shoes. I did
Yeah,
that too.
well,
Young people buy running shoes.
So, but I usually, like if I buy running shoes, I would go to like Foot Locker or Champs
There you
or,
go. Give me some-
Journey.
yeah.
But-
You will. A lot of people don't know this. Tom only wears older Yeezys.
But everybody told me, Simone, my coach, and then the Jetson wife, they go to a running shoe
And you
store.
to a running
You
No,
only
she'll
listen
talk
to
like
Coach
that.
Greasy.
The guy that shocked my foot told me to go there. That's why I went. I swear to God, that's why I went.
Let me fit your shoes
No, come on.
Hoka.
So,
How big are your feet?
Can I be your Hoka?
so, and then Crystal's yelling, go to the store.
Did she yell at you like that?
So I go to
What
the running
color
store.
shoes are you looking for here? I hope you get big brights.
Oh no, that's the thing with running shoe
I hope
stores.
you got the candy corn.
You have to take what they give you because that's what I had to do.
What do you mean?
Yes, you have to take what
No,
they give
you
you.
have to take what they give you.
Yes.
No,
And there's no turning back.
I
No,
go, give
you
me
have to take
gray. And they gave me gray.
No,
I
they
have
come
gray.
out with the-
No,
I went with Traci.
you asked.
The
You
way
go,
my
give
foot
me
is,
gray.
the way my foot was shaped and the way I walked, he's like, these will be the best ones for you. Pulls them out. I swear to fucking Christ, it looked like an 80-year-old man shoe. Like the
That's
most,
what I'm
the
saying.
most
So it's
old
not old man
shoes.
shit? Come
But it was
on.
meant for running. I'm like, people wear these to run that. Yep. And Tracy's like, she's like, it's okay. Maybe if you just dress them up a little bit. I could paint them for you.
Dress them or you gonna put
Paint
down?
'em.
She said she would paint them for me because she's good. I was like,
my
oh, fuck.
God.
But I couldn't say no because that's the one they picked for me. So
Yes.
so I bought them.
So
Like Karate Dad on the back of
It
them.
looked
Seth knows.
yeah.
Seth knows. So,
Yeah.
so I go to this. Okay, first.
Sorry, I hijacked your story.
I
No,
like
no,
the
no.
Crazy,
It's more than
I
this.
like the crazy. Was it Crazy Colors?
See,
I love the
oh,
crazy
okay.
colors, but they gave me the grays. I got the grays. Gray
No, no,
Brooks.
you showed me.
I
yeah.
know they're gray Brooks, and I want the. I want.
Remember the day before, right before I left, you had them on, and I'm like, I have to go to
Yeah.
the running store.
And I showed it to you.
Mine
They're
was-
Brooks Adrenaline.
Mine was Brooks, but it's mauve. Is mauve a color? Mauve.
Yeah, Mom.
It's like mauve or
Oh,
something.
wait,
like weird.
Oh, ugly.
See what they gave.
Very ugly.
Oh, please. Where's the picture?
So, so
I hope you.
We should go run
Forrest
together
Gumps.
now.
so and by the way,
Big, thick boy.
I don't think I've ever been this excited for any
Yes,
reveal.
they gave you corrective shoes. Yes,
Sam.
you're Forrest Gump. Oh my God, it's happening.
Mine are thick too.
My dreams come true.
so I walk in the store, and I don't know why Crystal sent me in by myself.
Why didn't you go up to the place the BDM works at?
Because
Track
you're a
Shack?
42-year-old man and you should be
Okay,
able
that's
to buy
right.
your own shoes.
We're allowed to say the name. I thought we were not saying it for. That's
can
right.
say
No,
That's
I didn't
right.
go there. That's what Daniel told me.
I
I
said
didn't
go
go.
to Track
I
Shack.
went to
There's
Track-
a BDM that works at Track Shack.
I went
Yeah.
to beat it.
There's a BDM.
Well,
that
they still
works
fucked
there.
me because he'll give me ugly shoes.
I got a discount.
We went to some farmer's market, and then they were
Farmer's market
Oh my
for
God!
shoes.
You put a cantaloupe on your feet.
Farmers market.
He's running an all-natural cantaloupe airs.
No,
Yeah.
where they have the farmer's market, there's also stores there, and there's a running
I
shoe
These
don't-
are
store.
vegan running shoes.
I don't trust that.
Coconut husks.
And
Oh
then
my
Cr-
God.
And then Crystal was like, the boys were out there playing on some sort of bounce house, and Crystal's like, go to the shoe store. So I walk in by myself, and then they're.
This is some flea market shit.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
What's
it's a
McGregor?
fancy. It's fancy. It's in a fancy part of
When you
town.
have to
Fancy
scream, it's fancy. I don't believe you.
So
I think I know the
it was
area of town he's
expensive.
talking about.
I paid the $280
it's a small
Sounds like
boutique,
you got swindled.
but it's a small boutique store.
Yes, yeah,
it's
yeah.
not as big.
So I walk in, and then the person is like, "Oh, sorry." They give you ultimate customer service
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're like, they want to sell. They work
Yeah.
on commission.
That's why it's also $280.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
I know that they work on commission because I know with the shoe salesmen they work on commission.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to work in the shoe industry.
Yeah, you used to be in there. You're behind the
The
scenes.
shoe industry.
He was behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I
was
sold
stalking.
quite a few shoes myself, and it depends on where you work, whether
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get commission or not.
But in what I know about the shoe industry back in my day, the early 2000s.
When the
I
fa-
know the
Oh,
shoe industry. I used to
man.
masturbate in shoes.
So anyway,
Mr. Al
My
Bundy.
friends masturbated.
So the first thing they do is they take me over to a fancy feet scanner. and I have
Oh,
to take my
no,
I have
dude.
to
Just
take
have
my
them measure it and look at your feet.
No, it's a whole scanning system that I stand in,
Oh,
and I
great.
put my
Now, if
feet
you're
on.
mad about the nerve test and you're not mad about this
You gonna shock
Yeah.
my feet?
So-
Don't shock my feet.
So,
because you called it a fancy foot scanner.
so I get on the scanner and they scan my feet, and then the guy
Animals not allowed.
the shoe nerd. he's like,
Yes.
Oh.
It says here that you have one long boy and
Yes,
one,
Sam.
and
So he's
one
like-
squirt.
So he's like,
Squirt.
You have a
whoa.
squirt and a long boy.
He's like, whoa. He showed like,
Whoa.
he has
He's
one
like,
foot.
That's
Did
not
you know this?
professional.
Did you know this? He has one foot that's that's a donut hole, and the other is a long boy.
Oh.
They're two different size feet. They're a foot. They're a
A
full-
foot.
no,
A full foot.
They're
difference.
full size.
Jesus Christ.
He's got one
one-
little baby foot.
He's got one is 3 inches, the other is like 9.5.
Take my good foot.
One's a little over a 10 and one's a 9 exactly. And then I didn't know this. I
What
knew
does that
that.
mean your penis looks like?
No,
Half
because
of his penis is small, the other half is
Yeah.
long.
Wow.
No, because
Yeah.
when I was 15, I broke my right foot. I smushed all my toes on my mom
Yeah.
three-wheeler in the backyard.
On my
Well,
mom
that's why they don't make those
On me
anymore.
mom three-wheeler.
That's how we knew you were the rightful king of Castleberry. Check his feet. Have they been smooshed to the back? I read in the tome about the day of reckoning. Yes, his feet were smooshed back on the 3-wheeler. You are the rightful king of Castleberry, sir.
So then he's like, also, did you know that your left foot is long and skinny, and then your right is short and fat?
Short and stout.
Yeah, I never noticed that asshole.
Did you have a short, fat, thin foot and a long, ugly, dumb
He's
foot
like,
top?
you have Jack Sprat feet.
What?
Yeah, one can't eat, no lean. So then he's like, one's long and skinny, one's short and fat. Then he had me walk on
If
this
somebody
pad.
said that to me, I'd punch him in the face. You don't insult my feet.
And then he had me walk on this pad
To check your gait.
to check my instep.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh my god!" He's like-
Dear God, you're not walking, you're hovering.
No, he's like, your feet are completely flat, like a slappy hand.
That's why you do. We know
Like a
that is how you
salad.
walk, bro.
You womp the
It's
floor when you walk.
You know, a
You
normal.
walk like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
You know how a normal footprint has like a crescent
Yeah.
footprint.
Yeah.
You know?
The, arch,
An
the outside
arch.
arch.
Yeah,
Yes.
you dig your point in and you whip your long boy.
Oh, God.
Yours are like cavemen or like dinosaur stomps.
He digs in the
fat.
pointy. The short one, he digs it in and he takes the other one and he whap. Long
Whaps it.
boy whaps the
Showed it to me.
It's like a Jim Phillips whip.
And he showed it to me. He's like, "Look at your feet. Look at your footprint. It's flat. I've never seen. It's like a cartoon."
Said I've never
Yeah.
seen anything like this.
He probably just Googled a picture of an
Hey,
alligator
yo,
walking.
Jay, we ain't never seen anything like this
God.
before,
Baby
kid.
whale.
It's a baby whale, kid.
So then I go sit down. He's like, I'm gonna go bring some out. So he goes to the
I'm going to
back,
make something special for you.
and then he starts bringing them out. Right. So this is the second problem, is that when a salesperson like puts something on me and then says, "How does it feel?" I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, because you have to feel what you look
I
to
can't-
everybody else to see how to feel.
Yes,
it makes sense now, man.
So I put the shoes on, and the regular shoes, and then he's like, "So, how does it feel?" And I'm like, how should it feel?" And then he's like, "Stand up."
my first time.
He's like, "Stand up and walk around." I stand up and
This
walk.
is why he needs mommy with him.
I walk around and I'm like, I don't know, guys, it feels like shoes. I don't know. What is it supposed to feel like? And he's like, "Does it feel good? Is it rubbing anywhere?" And I'm like, well,
yeah, is it like pinching your toes? Is it too tight? Is
Yeah.
it rubbing up the back? Like, what do you mean? You're 42.
Yeah.
You should know how to feel if shoes.
He doesn't
fit
wear
good.
shoes. In his defense, this is like the first pair of shoes he's ever bought.
he
It's
wears
like watching a
flip-flops all the time.
caveman tie a bow tie.
so then I'm like, well, my
Thank you for the visual representation. I appreciate that.
So then I'm like, well, my long foot, it is touching the
Long boy,
end.
the long boy.
The long boy is touching the end. He's like, oh, okay.
okay.
He's like, I'll go back. And
Back
so,
to the drawing board.
So that kept happening. I tried on some Brooks and a New Balance and the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I tried on, and I'm like, my long boy's still touching. And then he's like, all right. He's like, all right, I got one more. So he goes
to
back.
the vault.
Same
He
thing,
goes to
though.
the vault. He's a dialing.
And so then he
No one's ever worn these before.
He pulls out what I can only describe.
Do we have a
These are the
picture?
Goofbot
What are
9000.
they? I gotta Google it.
I'm not joking.
These are the
If you didn't take a
Fagarellis.
picture,
They are, I mean,
Flintstones Flatterellis.
novelty.
The Slamboat Fagarellis.
novelty?
They're the Slamboat Fagarellis. We haven't seen these in 7 years.
He's like, this is our widest toe box we got.
It's in a special vault.
Hashtag wide toe box.
He puts in the code.
I'm not joking. They're so wide. They're bright blue wide boys. So I put them on, and
They
then
felt great, didn't they?
oh yeah,
You're like, oh.
Like this
I'm
is
like-
how it feels. I
like-
know how it feels now.
I'm like, oh, it's not touching. He's like, oh, I'll walk around, and then so I walk around or whatever, and I look down and I'm like, man, they seem wide, and you know, a regular shoe is straight. This one goes out in the back
Yeah,
and
mine-
the top.
mine gets it.
It's a rhombus.
It's an hourglass type of shoe.
It's like you're wearing two lime wedges on your feet.
The toe of it is wide,
Like
wide.
a McDonald's.
It's like a penis head.
It's a clown shoe. It is a bright blue clown shoe.
I gotta see these.
So I put it on and I'm walking around.
Fast as fuck, boy.
And I'm like, is this supposed
Yeah.
to? I'm like, is it supposed to be this wide? And he's like, oh yeah.
For you,
And he's
yeah.
For
yeah.
you, yes.
And he's like, also our heavier shoe. And then I'm
Heaviest.
like, is it supposed to be heavy? He's
Oh,
like,
you have corrective
he's like,
shoes.
He's like, sometimes. So I put it on.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
I'm stomping around, and then I try to run in place, and I'm like, it feels fine, I guess. And then he sells me an
Oh,
insole.
God.
He's
my
like,
God.
insole to.
Did you get socks too? I had to get the socks
Oh,
too.
the
to match it.
yeah. So then I leave, and I'm like, all right, bought the shoes.
Mission to come.
You didn't wince when he said the price. You're like,
Oh yeah, but I because Daniel tells me he's like, when you go and do something
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
expensive.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
mean,
do.
you know,
Yeah, I did.
if he does buy all the, I mean,
Yeah.
your bike, if you had to buy that, dude,
Yeah,
that-
I mean, it's super expensive. Right?
yeah, it would have been. You're lucky that you were gifted that.
So then I get home, and Crystal's like, let me see your new shoes.
It's weird that you get that luxury, dude. With as many
Oh.
mistakes as you've made, Andrea always checks my work immediately.
Yeah.
I never get I get to execute it and then walk and then just let it sit.
Well, she just assumed like someone's gonna help you the whole time and fit the shoe, and
Never
she told
assumed.
me, she's like, just tell them the truth or whatever, and I was like,
Oh, you
okay.
never tell the truth.
You are the biggest liar of everyone because you just want to make everyone else comfortable.
does.
Well, when I was walking around with the clown shoes, I was like, I feel big and like a bunch of room in
you
there.
looked at the guy getting the shoes on your feet and he smiled and you're like, well, he must like
He
them.
likes them, so I like
Yeah,
them.
mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I made everyone in the shoe
Yeah.
store happy.
It feels like I'm wearing a coin sack.
Crown Royal bag.
There's so much room.
Like I'm wearing a laundry bag on my foot.
Yeah, it's like it's cinched up top of my ankles and big room in the middle. And so I take him out. And
This
Crystal-
is an all-time low for you, I feel like. This is a bumble.
And then Crystal's like, "Whoa, those are giant!" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like, this is the one that he said is the biggest toe box." So I put them on, and then I'm walking around my house, and then I'm slipping and sliding.
Are they slick bottom?
No, like the inside, there's so much
They're
room
too
in
big.
them. And then I'm like, oh, goddamn, it's like walking in a sack. And just my back, my heels are sliding out of it.
Well, why didn't you feel that when you?
He told me that he said
They're too
he said
big.
he
Why did
put
you
them
feel that?
on. He said he put them on. He went to walk to show Crystal, and his heels just went
They're like sliding
out of the top. I'm like, well, then what did you?
Oh, my
Have
feet.
that on Sonics.
I
Have
can
that
turn
on
my
Sonic
feet.
shoes.
I can turn my feet around inside of them.
Oh my fucking god!
I can look the other way.
They're round. They're just
They're around the front of the big.
Is it a UFO
it's
shoe?
like a hubcap.
Yeah, it's like you smashed a cartoon shoe flat.
Oh,
Like you know how like the
shit.
the Hamburglar shoes are
Yeah,
big
no,
ones.
I get it.
The
I
front,
think his are big and black, but they're round.
yeah, the round toes. That's what it is. So then Chris is like, "What the hell did you buy?" And then I'm like, "I don't know. I panicked." And the person's like, "This is
You
the biggest
did.
one." And I was like, "It doesn't touch anymore." And he's like, "Well, this must be it then." And then he said that sometimes they're wide. So then she's like, "Go back and exchange them."
Oh, that sucks.
So then I go back.
This is where the story starts.
But the person that helped me isn't there.
Well, he got fired. He never worked there to begin
So
with.
you weren't supposed to sell those. Those are joke shoes.
So it's a new person. So I go back and I'm like, "Excuse me." I'm like, "I bought these shoes and I think they're too big for me." And she's like, "Oh, okay." But
That's weird. But
but-
normally we give the best customer service and we measure the feet.
But here's the problem. Because the person didn't help me buy them, now this person doesn't get commission.
Correct.
So they're probably not. Now, I don't know this to be true, but this is what I'm formulating in my
No,
head.
they don't like the return, and then they
Yeah.
have to help you with the return.
yeah.
Some places will give that other person the commission because they're helping them, but
Yes.
some places won't.
Right.
So I put them on, and then I'm walking around like they're all wide.
I see you slip sliding around.
My feet are they're all
Oh,
loose.
I see you
And
got
then
the
she's like,
handle.
"Did you try tightening them?"
Have you tried lacing them up, sir?
And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You can do this runner's, tighten the trick," and she puts it through the double loop, and she tightens
Oh,
them.
did that make you feel like a man having a woman
Yeah.
tie your shoes
Yeah.
down there?
I like it when Andrea buckles my belt.
She's like, wow, you have so much room in your toes.
So
Tight.
she tightened them all around the ankle, so
Were
my
they
feet are falling
cinching?
asleep.
Were they
So your
cinching?
ankles are tight, but your toes are
My
like this.
toes all-
Your
so
toes
I'm-
are swimming.
So walking around, and I'm like, "It's still pretty loose." And she's like, "That's about right." So I just put them back in and went home.
Oh
my.
my
I
God.
can't do nothing. I just-
Nothing can be
that's
done. It can't be stopped.
That's it.
It's-
That's it. Now,
What length are they? Size 12, 13? What are they this way?
oh, they're all big.
Oh.
I mean, well,
What
the
size
team-
shoe do you normally
They
wear?
don't, they're not
a-
even sizes. They're
a
just
10.
XL.
Oh, so
A
they're
10, 10 and a
I was
half.
gonna say, if you don't want them, I need to run.
No,
I
I'm
need
gonna have to
I'd
running
like
them
to.
now because
He
Take them back, Tom.
Yeah,
He has no choice.
Try to sell them on eBay.
Extra
I think-
socks?
How are you going to run in those in
They-
the triathlon?
they said they were fine. The lady
you
saw me.
couldn't walk around your kitchen.
What about your old shocks? Could you just wear your Nike shocks
no,
for the race?
they said at the shoe store. They said, "What kind of shoes do you have?" I said, "Nikes." They're like, "Oh."
Yeah.
They looked down at me. They're like,
They
"Oh,
do. They really do.
those are the
Those are
shoes
more
of
for
before."
fashion. Those are more for
Yeah.
fashion.
Anyway,
Damn.
all right. So you'll see. I'll bring them here one day.
So
Give it a
training,
run.
how's training
God.
going? Everybody asks. We get emails about it.
I like to call it practicing.
Okay.
Because training sounds pompous.
You love pompous.
Yeah, but he also thinks that he's always
embarrassing.
worried about what people feel
Yeah,
about
yeah.
him, and he thinks
If
that
you're
if
like,
he
"I'm
says training,
training you."
who the fuck are you, right?
Yeah,
Is that-
yeah. So I gotta today I gotta ride a bike for 40 minutes and then swim for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And
you said the swimming's your hardest part so far
oh yeah.
because you said
Have,
it's.
have you ever tried to swim even for 5 minutes straight?
I
It
can't.
is
I
hard.
used to bring all the fighters to train with me to swim because that was the hardest cardio that I was
It's-
preparing
yeah.
for a fight was swimming. So
And
that's why I
being
did it.
smooth, like trying to just do, and I would challenge anybody to try to do this. Just swim and then do like the correct stroke and then lean your head out and breathe. If you can do that like smoothly, it's very hard.
well for a long period of time
Yeah.
because I have to
Just
do
down
it
and back
for
smoothly.
15 minutes and there's no place like eventually in the pool I'm like "Duh!" I freak out and then stand up and I'm out of breath and I'm like
Yeah.
I can't do this in the goddamn
You
intercoastal.
can. It's just gonna look weird.
Well, you
Especially
can't
if you're
say-
wearing those shoes.
I have to like I guess backstroke or I don't know what to do if I start panicking out there.
What about one of those
God.
little
You
things?
Oh
turn
my
over and
God.
float.
What about
You
just
go
one of those
floor.
things that powered?
Are you going to be wearing your clown shoes while you're swimming? Because that might be a problem. That weight.
No,
down.
that actually might push them forward like flippers.
He said they're heavy.
Yeah, oh, they might sink you to the bottom.
Apparently, there's judges to this thing. I thought this was
Judges?
a charity
What
thing.
are they judging?
I don't know. My coach said they're like they
Their
don't let you-
shoes.
They're like I'm like I
You
made
get
it-
the worst swimming award. Like, what,
you get-
what, like,
No,
what are they judging?
They're looking
Ugliest
for
shoe
cheaters.
award.
Cheaters.
Yeah. Like I was
It's not even real. It's a fitness competition, you weirdos.
like you can't wear like ankle flotation devices.
Oh.
Which because I was like
You looked into it, didn't you?
because like, it's the kicking that makes me tired. I just want to
yeah,
drag
because
my.
you got a little bitty leg.
I want to drag my legs behind me and just swim with
Yeah.
my upper
That's
body.
called the old dog.
Johnny Bravo.
What's your swim style? It's the old dog.
It's a wheelchair.
Don't call it that.
Oh, my legs are so skinny.
Wheelchair
You got to
dog.
start training to feel comfortable with that. You know the little. It looks like a little arrow that you hold on to. It's a flotation. That's how I train my legs to get, because I like my upper body too. I just held on to that. I couldn't use my hands, and I just had to
the
kick.
board.
The board. You have to do that. I did that
You
like
have
for a
kickboard,
mile.
right?
No,
Didn't
that's
Coach
embarrassing.
Greasers bring that
It's
over?
embarrassing.
Yeah.
And Greasers propped up her greasers and
Yeah.
went down and back and probably asked you
She
to
told
do
me
it.
other swimmers make fun of people that use a kickboard.
Oh, really?
They laugh at them.
They didn't do it
because-
to my face.
That's true. They probably won't. They probably will. They're swimmers.
All right, let's take a break. And when we come back, I know Seth's got a couple stories.
Yeah, we need to check in, see what's been.
Although they're all bad, so we're gonna have to change. Jackal's gonna have to change the intro.
Is it just
No,
becoming
one
like
is
a-
one is good that
a
I like.
collection of
okay.
bad?
All right,
I guess.
I thought.
Has he
I
gone?
mean, I guess.
Did he go all bad?
It
I mean, I
seems
guess
like
you feel like
It's not bad. It's just bad shit that's been happening to me.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna walk through that a little bit. I forgot to play these a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to play a couple of songs from our friends, The Attack. They put out an EP relatively recently. We're gonna play a couple songs from them off of their Get Lost EP. The name of the song is Vagabond. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time right after this. 1-844-TOMNDAN, show@tomandan.com for last-minute emails.
You've known us for a long time, but now it's just past dusk, and we come alive, we come alive. We now know we won't see the sun come up, and we're sure it's not too late for us. We walk together, have the same heroes. Just like you, we are the weirdos, the vagabonds. The streets are ours, and what's underground, but the kids aren't out. No, don't see them anymore, don't see them anymore. This is our life, these are our times. What was gone has been given back to us, back to us. Hey, we walk together, have the same heroes. Just like you, we are the weirdos, the vagabonds. We walk together, have the same heroes. Just like you, we are the weirdos, the vagabonds. Without a doubt, the drive has kept us alive. We see it now, it's in our eyes. We've come this far. The drive has kept us alive. Do you see it now? Is it in your eyes? We walk together, have the same heroes. Just like you, we are the weirdos, the vagabonds. We walk together, have the same heroes. Just like you, we are the weirdos, the vagabonds.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Squirt. Squirt who? Squirt is P. You dumb rednecks.
Right about now, you are listening to the incredible.
A mediocre time with Tom and Dan, who kindly remind you that squirt is P.
I wanna get lost. I wanna get lost. I've been waiting too long for tonight to come. The show of the year for some. There are friends I wanna see, and my girl next to me. I've been waiting all week for a 1, 2, 3. So let's
welcome back to A Mediocre Time.
The Spark STEM Fest is this weekend at the Orlando Science Center, so it's going to be a rainy weekend. If you're looking for something to do with your family, go by the Science Center, osc.org. I know they have Science Night Live on Saturday. It's adults only, adult beverages. You can get your tickets at osc.org.
Light bites to eat.
Also,
you're kind of mingling around there.
Yep. Also, the Porch Fest on next weekend, Saturday the 24th. We're Porch number 14. Daniel and I will be out there, and you're going to hang out at the Sanford Porch Fest. This Sunday, Sam's 7-year anniversary is happening at Rock Pit Brewing.
What time is that? What time are you kicking everything
that
off?
off at noon.
Okay.
Yeah. So just come to Rock Pit Brewing around noon. We're going to be hanging out, grabbing some beers. We're going to have a Walk It Out contest. If you guys are interested in entering, you can win a What's in the Box prize pack.
I love that. I had to look that up. But easy to participate and a heck of a lot of fun. If you've never been to Rock Pit, great reason to head out there and check it out. They have a distillery now, right?
Yeah, they're distilling like moonshine.
Yeah.
They're working on some tequila. I think they're going to drop their first tequila drink on our event. So,
Man, I love
come check it
tequila.
out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Seth, you got some stories for us?
Are we doing is it good and bad?
Yeah,
or-
we can just. I like the intro.
I do
Okay,
too.
you can play the intro, but it's basically just my life being fucking chaotic.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up here.
They are bad
Seth's
stories.
chaos.
Some good, mostly bad.
My computer is not cooperating. I
Oh, it's fine.
apologize. Yeah, I can get it.
I will have some good stories because this weekend, Tom Lawler's, I haven't seen him in a couple of years. He's visiting and coming into town. We're all going to
Oh, really?
hang out. I got a potential babysitter for Saturday night. My first time having a babysitter for Vera, so a little nervous about that. But
So, is it first time going out
going
town?
Yeah.
Okay. all
We
right.
think we're going out. I don't know. Everyone's back and forth with what we're doing. We're trying to be responsible adults now, but then also relive
the glory
the
days.
glory days. So
Yeah.
we're not sure how we're gonna play it.
Filthy Tom Lawler, is he a dad yet or no?
Oh yeah, he's got a 6, 7, 8-year-old or.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been for a minute.
Okay.
Okay,
So
here
is
we
he
go.
calmed down or still?
Well,
Filthy
he
Tom?
travels literally every week, 3 or 4 times a week. He's professional wrestling, so he's
Oh, okay. So
he's not even around. He's a not around
Say
dad.
he's not around.
It's the easiest.
Well, I mean, if I was a 7, 8-year-old,
I mean,
It's the easiest way to parent.
it is. Because
I'm
you're
sure he's
kind
a
of
great
not.
He's a great dad when he's around, but I don't know.
I mean, it's quality.
When I come
It's quality over quantity.
I hope he beat you. Could he
We'll
beat you
cut
up?
this part out.
Not now. No. Okay, here. We'll do it.
Hi, me Seth. We're gonna tell you a couple stories, okay? You're gonna be impressed. Me tell you 2 stories, one good, one bad. Me tell you a good one. Me promise you will laugh. Wait, why me see chat room saying good ones seem kind of bad? Huh. One story good. One story bad.
He just told
One
one.
story feel happy. One story me sad. One story me big hero. The next me douchebag. One story me good. Me really good. Me telling you this story good. One story me bad.
KarateofOrlando.com.
It's so good. It's such a good song. Yeah.
All right, Seth.
Did a good job.
You got the Tiny Tigers, right?
Yeah, Tiny Tigers. We are doing that now. That's part of my story.
Oh, man. How did I nail it? Cleaned it up some tiger poo, huh?
I was starting when we had him start at 4 years old, and then I was like, you know what's a great idea? I get so many calls for 3-year-olds.
Not young enough. Which is your motto.
And my instructor told me, he's like, we don't start him till 6, Seth. He's like, God bless you. He's like, you want to do that? He's like, I don't know how you're doing 4-year-olds now, and I'm like, I'm gonna do 3.
cowboy? I'll tell you. If we don't know, start him. I expected, no offense.
What did you want me to be like? Oh,
I mean,
Seth,
it was jarring to hear. Seth, if you want to do that, that's your business.
3
His
years
wife
old.
did sound the Japanese way. She's like, oh, Setsu-san, I don't know about that.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want.
So 3 years old is a baby.
It's a baby.
That's a baby.
And I forget that because there's a kid I know that friends of mine have a kid and they were like, oh yeah, our kid is walking at 1 and some change, and I'm like, holy smokes, 'cause I don't. it's funny how quickly you lose the concept of what an actual baby is.
Yeah.
Because I have a kid now.
Yeah, and then I didn't realize that, like, I'm thinking 3-year-olds, okay, I don't know when they potty train. I had to Google, like, hey, Google, when will Vera, or when will my baby talk, or when will my baby...
If you put the baby's
done with
name in there,
diapers.
it'd actually give you more details.
Yeah, actually, yeah. But so I have no idea. I thought 3 years old, they'd be, like, in diapers. I don't know. I thought they'd be out of diapers and potty trained by now, right?
I think that, I think that
It depends.
you are assuming the same thing that all dads assume. So you're in the norm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think most dads don't know that stuff.
Yeah.
That's typically
Yeah, so
unfortunately,
it's a trial by you learn as a
unfortunately, I think most moms come to you and say, hey, we need to start doing this and type of thing.
Not in Castleberry.
How do you do it in Castleberry?
Like, we'll have
Let the streets teach them.
Castleberry babies will tell you they shit their pants and then they have to be changed
while they're smoking.
Or at least tell me, like, if they have to go, be like, I have to go to the bathroom, I have to pee-pee or something like that.
About 3 is when you start training, though.
Okay.
Is what the chat room's saying.
But it could go all the way to 5.
I think it can, yeah.
You know, if you're a little lazy about it.
Do you know what yours was? I don't know what mine was. I don't know what mine was. I could have been a late potty training person.
I know I didn't stick to the regiment they tell you to. I just did whatever I thought was right.
You're talking about teaching your own kids.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm talking about me as a kid. Like, like I don't remember.
I wasn't potty trained until like 10, probably. I was throwing poop in the shower. Like.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Anyway,
you know what people think about that?
Yeah, I
like
think
they
about
think you're different when you do those things.
Yeah. So my instructor, my sensei, told me a horror story about when he was when he was doing the 4-year-olds, when he was teaching the 4-year-olds. I'll make this fast. Kid was punching, noticed he had something like in his hand as he was punching. Went up to the kid and be like, hey, what's in your hand? What's going on? What do you got? And the kid goes. He's like, show me what's in your hand.
He's just shaking his head.
He's like, he grabbed his hand, turned over, opened it up, poo-poo.
You will know. You will be ready when you can snatch the poo-poo from my hand.
Piece of shit.
Right? It's like,
Was that a Castleberry kid?
Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you train a Castleberry kid. A Castleberry kid, if he can snatch the shit out of your hand, then he passes to the next level, becomes Castleberry Ninja. Castleberry Ninja.
So from the poop, he's like, he was old enough to tell him to go in the bathroom, wash your hands, clean up, and come back out. And the kid went in the bathroom. I don't know, 10 minutes later, the kid came out. My instructor walked in the bathroom. That poop was all over the walls, was all over the toilet seat, was all in the sink.
Why did you put it all over the walls?
He smeared it.
A girl in my 2nd grade class did this.
People
second
love
grade.
smearing
You're
shit.
like 7.
We had a grown-ass man on the Monster Cruise that did it, a black guy. I forget the guy's name. He was really good friends with Justin.
Stop.
What?
Justin is the founder. Founder Justin.
Come on.
No, I want to get to the bottom of it. I want to interview that guy and go like, what were you thinking? Why did you rub your poo on the mirror of the MS Seashore?
Or he's blacked out drunk.
So
you know what? I've been blacked out drunk hundreds, maybe thousands of times, and I have never, ever grabbed my own shit and just started rubbing it.
But I think you're closer than any of us because you have grabbed your own shit.
I mean, I have two.
You're closer
But I
to
did
doing
it.
it.
I did it
now.
for. I did it for a medical reason.
For medical reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two are closer than Tom and I.
That's Hippocratic oath, and you're shaming me about a medical condition.
Yeah, that's true too. I
You said it on air.
Yeah, I wrap my hand in toilet paper so I can reach down and hold my own shit to stare at the color of it, so I know whether or not my
So you're
liver's
closer to
failing.
using a poo-poo crayon than Tom and I.
I can't disagree with that, but I've never been blacked out drunk and thought I'm just as I'm passing out and rubbing my shit everywhere.
So my story isn't as bad, but dealing with the 3-year-olds has definitely been a struggle when it comes to like the pee-pee stuff.
Okay.
So
Tiny tigers, what are you doing?
God.
So the other day, this was a couple of weeks ago. I love this kid to death. He's actually one of my better 3-year-olds. We do something
Benny,
called.
don't shit in your hand, Benny.
No,
You're the best.
It wasn't as bad. So we do something called swatigetties. Swatigetties just means swata means seated, getty means kick. So it's seated kicks. You squat down on the ground.
Are you doing a squat again?
You
Hold on.
squat down
Oh, wait, you
the
got that
ground
other
like
camera. Where's your
Yeah.
crotch
Oh,
cam?
yeah,
Where's
crotch
crotch cam?
Crotch cam. Hold on.
There we go.
Squat down like this, hands out to your side.
Yeah.
You stand up, you throw a kick, and you go back down and squat. You go up, throw a kick, and you go back down and
Those
squat.
are squash sketties? What are these?
That's hard,
Sasquatch
dude.
get it.
All right.
That's hard. I can't do that because of my hips. I can't get that low. So
Well,
that'd
that's
be
why
very
we work on your
difficult.
flexibility with your hips with
I
the
like
adults.
that.
So anyway, we do about 10 of them, and I would do like 15 usually.
That's
the kid doesn't move anymore.
prime shitting stance.
Well, the kid doesn't move anymore, and I'm like, come on, do some more. Like, we're not finished yet. You can do it.
What's the matter?
And
He's not finished yet.
Why you new SWAT getting?
Yeah, come on, pussy. No. And he's like, I'm like, what? He's like, I had an accident. And as soon as he said I had an accident, I know he either shit himself or pissed. So I go, okay, do you need help? He's like, I'm like, okay,
Why do they always
stand up. Okay, stand up.
You were a child.
So I pick him
Yeah.
up. I pick him up by his shoulders, and then it looks like Vera. Like when I pick her up, and there's a puddle of piss. I'm talking like a Dinosaur P amount under the whole mess.
What a quantity.
What a description. A fucking author over here.
A dinosaur pee amount? I don't even know how
I
much
got
that
what you were
is.
saying.
Is that a
That's
gallon?
actually, you know what? That's one of the most elegant things you've ever
Okay,
said on
I
our
don't
show.
know.
No, it was elegant.
There are big animals that exist.
I don't know how much a dinosaur pees.
A dinosaur, I got it.
Dinosaurs are bigger than our animals now. Most all
wanted me to be
dinosaurs.
shocked.
You could have said
Let's go.
elephant, hippo, or anything. Anything but would have been
All
the
I
same
know is
effect.
all I know is the kid weighs about 30 pounds. There was a 30-pound circle of pee under him. Like, I don't know.
I mean, there's
yeah.
tiny little bird dinosaurs that run around. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen in Jurassic Park.
So as I did that, and this is what surprised
Jurassic Park.
and this is what surprised me is that the other kids when I was their age, I would have seen that and be like, ew, you pissed, you
Oh,
peed
they all
your
started
pants."
doing
kids
it
don't
too.
kids don't bully nowadays.
Hell no.
Yeah.
They just looked at it and go,
Yep.
they
Don't
look straight
bully
ahead
'em.
and they act like it wasn't even there. And I had to put him in the bathroom. I put him in the bathroom, had his mom. I'm like, hey, you need to go in the bathroom. She offered to clean it up, and I probably should have had her do that, but I got the mop out.
It looks better if the owner does
Yeah,
it. Just
I-
for
I-
retaining.
I cleaned the whole
Tigers?
thing up, and as I was doing that, I was mopping piss up. I was giving,
Sorry.
Wow.
Was this your dreams?
no, but wait, but wait.
Dojo owner.
I looked in the mirror as I was doing that and giving count, and I shit you not, my theme song was playing in my head, like the
Yes.
no, just this depressing music as I was
What's your
cleaning up
theme
piss.
song?
That stupid song, you
the
the
Jackal
bad,
song.
the Jackal song.
Oh,
It was just a depressing like moment.
The
I
one we
looked,
just played, Tom.
and it's
God
like,
damn it.
and
I
I'm
was
like,
like, you have a theme song?
Tom's not even listening to the show.
yeah, and I'm like, what am I doing for $100?
Get paid more than anybody else that comes and sits
No,
there.
not here. I have $100 a student right a month for this. It's like this work.
So it's playing.
So
and
he's
you're
mopping.
So I'm
Yes.
mopping. I'm giving count, but then like everything is
Oh.
just going away as they're like
But
doing
that
stuff
pee-pee, it falls underneath the mats.
Oh,
it's soaking in.
And now
It's
it's
in
underneath
there.
there.
It's
So
in
not
there.
only
you have to
that,
pull up the
It's
whole.
compromised.
not only that, but I have to change the mop head out because I can't use that same pee-pee mop to clean the mats.
Biohazard, yeah.
I
It was
mean, you
just a
can. You just
Yeah,
you
you can
can
do
if you're the owner. If you work there, you absolutely
Yeah.
can mop with a piss mop.
If you
So-
flush it in the toilet a couple times, it's fine.
So the next
That's a hack. It's a life hack for you.
the next day, I had a parent come in
Uh-oh.
and
We got...
no,
we
this
have a conflict here.
Oh.
Tracy says she cleaned it up.
no, she did not. Okay, she started cleaning it up. I finished.
This
cleaning
is
it up.
all
my
caps.
God, I thought you said Tracy. I thought you meant our Tracy.
No, his wife.
I
What
thought-
the fuck is happening?
She, in all caps, said, I cleaned it, not you, don't lie.
Oh,
Did she ask her who?
Trouble
No,
in Paradise.
she started. She
Oh
went and
my
got. She went and got freaking
Oh, you've been
towels
caught
to dab.
red-handed.
Like, what are you doing?
Caught
Don't dab it.
red-handed.
So I got
Oh,
the
she's
mop.
about to call in.
Oh, shit.
You get the old Petrocelli
Oh, my
mop.
God, she's down there. She's running her breast pump while you got her down there mopping.
No,
piss
I
with
said,
her
what are you doing? I'm
double
like,
breast pumps
I
going.
got mad at her and I said, don't use it. Why are you using hand towels to get a mop? And I got a mop and I
You
did it.
idiot.
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, you gotta soak up the
Why are you
puddle.
using paper towels?
No, you don't.
You do bring up a good point because Tommy and Max has told me this multiple times where like a kid like threw up and like I'll be like, hey, how was school today? And they're like, some kid threw up in my class, and then I'm like, oh man, they must be clowning them good for the rest of the time. You know,
It doesn't happen anymore.
And then like no, like they ran up there like, oh, are you okay? They felt bad for
Yeah,
them.
they
They
have
got
empathy.
Yeah, they have empathy. And I was like, what?
God forbid our children are finally
like-
being taught empathy.
I'm like, we would have called him Puke and Pete
but-
for the entire.
Puke and
like,
100%.
He'd be Puke and Pete up until
I
he
still know the girl
graduated high
that
school.
I still
and
know
then
the girl that
after.
puked on me during the pledge.
Well,
I still
Chungus
know her name.
Pukamungus is always going to be Chungus Pukamungus.
Until he
I
died.
don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
know his real name.
No,
Yeah, I was
don't
wart
either.
squirt for a little bit.
Ew!
And it-
Because I squirted my wart on a girl and it, when it was frozen
Oh,
up.
she's calling in.
She called me squirt.
Line
wart
2.
squirt.
Ew.
Well, when you get it frozen off, it fills up with
Tracy, welcome to the show. I heard that you were calling in to make a correction.
I think she's not thinking right.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Sorry, Vera is sleeping right now, so I have to be quiet.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
But I did clean it. You yelled at me for the way that I was going to clean it, and then I got the mop. And I cleaned it, you turd.
Oh, she's so sweet. That's like an Andrea level insult. You turd. Oh my God. She's so sweet.
I thought I grabbed the mop for it and did it. No, I swear to God, I'm pulling up the camera.
I cleaned it. I grabbed the mop. I mopped it all up. And then you got the fucking van to dry it off.
A big industrial.
They were fucking in there because it got hot.
This is how it starts. This is how the cracks start forming in the foundation.
This is how you sell your boat. Right? It starts with a mop.
It's sailing away now.
The motorcycle's definitely going. I already got that.
Yeah, you were still... You just moved the kids and you started teaching them, like, continued teaching them as I'm sitting here fucking mopping everything.
That's a bad look. I mean, we could pivot the bit to have Traci call.
I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, I got it. Like, I'll just clean it for you.
Okay, well, then
and then you started yelling at me for, like, I was, fuck you. I was about to use the Lysol, and you're like, no, don't use that. So you told me to get the other.
It messes up the phone.
No, she was getting Lysol wipes.
I paid $10,000 for these floors.
No, it wasn't Lysol wipes. It was Lysol spray. I was going to spray it all over, like, on the floor.
So, Traci, let's talk about you making Seth.
I never get uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable right now.
Get rid of his motorcycle.
Yeah.
So, how'd that conversation go?
Well, he keeps wanting to get rid of his car, so I tell him, no, if you're going to get rid of something, then you need to get rid of your motorcycle.
Yeah, it's more me.
So that I can have a car.
You don't have a car? Oh, my God, she's stranded.
So she's being yelled at for cleaning.
And she's trapped.
We have,
get your wife a
we
car?
have, we have 4 vehicles. We have my Scout, my TRX, my Hellcat, her piece of shit Chevy.
They're a
and her
bunch
Chevy.
of tactical vehicles. They're a bunch of douchebags.
You have a baby.
You have a bunch of douchebag tactical vehicles. Like, you have, like, falling through the sea. Like, oh, my God. She could take the Delta Force cruiser, or she could take the tactical hang glider.
Oh, my gosh.
She's not going to have her Chevy for much longer. A couple more weeks, and then we have to get that back. Possibly get that back. So we're going to have she can drive my Hellcat, and I'll drive my TRX. It's fine. And I have the Scout, too.
Yeah, she's a mom.
You say that, but then you're going to get so fucking frustrated trying to get her car seat in and out of your truck because it's so high up.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're driving the hell.
And
You
then
gotta get a van,
and
dude. You
stuff.
gotta get a van.
You can't be taking your daughter around in the Hellcat. That
not
Hellcat
getting a van.
is a death machine.
It's too loud for her sweet little ears need to be.
No, he wants to put her in his truck, which is 10 times louder than his car.
No, not that sweet baby angel. No, sir. That baby
But she
angel-
wants to get a stupid car.
A van. You need a van.
She wants to get a Volvo.
Volvo. I've never been happier.
No. My sensei, my instructor has the Volvo, and she's like,
You won't like it. It's a great car.
Volvo is a Domatello of vehicles. It's the stick.
It's the
It's the safest vehicle in the entire fucking world.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
Well,
why
it
it's
is.
Domatello.
Yeah, Domatello drives it. Get a purple Volvo. You get a purple Volvo.
And
I told her that I would get. I told her that I would compromise and get a Hellcat Durango.
And Traci,
It's
Those
an
are pretty
SUV,
cool.
Yeah.
Those are very cool.
let's talk about the boat, Traci. That boat's just
No.
sitting there.
No.
It's $100,000.
Yeah,
you
you
can
gotta-
resell it.
you gotta get rid of that.
You can resell it for 6 figures.
I told him to take it out the other weekend, but he didn't want to.
Oh shit! I didn't. What?
It's coming.
You did not tell me. What?
She told you when she was cleaning up the pit.
You didn't hear her
I just don't-
because you were daydreaming about your own theme song.
Why didn't you take it out?
I really was.
Because it's a pain in the ass to go out by yourself.
But you also don't listen to
Sad.
anything I say either, so.
You what? What? What'd you say?
I said you don't listen to me whenever I talk.
Oh my God. What'd you say? Oh, that scared me. I'm very uncomfortable right now. What'd you say?
I do listen to you, baby. I love you.
Take me back, baby. Oh, we'll make up on that.
Before the baby showed up, I did not hear this conversation.
Fuck you, Volvo.
Everything was roses.
She was sitting here on the couch rubbing his leg.
Yeah, adds a little stress. You
It
know,
does. It
I'm
does.
just saying.
It's just we don't have a lot of time for other things now with the baby.
Yeah.
Let's sell that. Let's sell that truck. Let's sell the Hellcat. Let's sell the boat. Let's get rid of that motorcycle.
Yeah. Just sell the motorcycle. Then get me a car.
Let's get that Volvo.
Let's get a sensible Volvo, and then maybe Subaru Forester.
Number one car 2024.
You said straight up.
Yeah. Best resale value of any car in its class.
I'm trying to push her to like a Jaguar F-Pace or something fun.
Oh yeah, something completely unreliable by a horrible company.
I told you I was down for the Durango.
Okay.
All right. She'll meet you at Durango. But the Volvo. Vera wants the Volvo. Volvo, Vera, the V.
Now the V thing.
Yeah, the V thing. Vera
Sensible Durango.
No, we're not doing nothing unless I get my my members, more 3-year-olds in the dojo.
More PP.
Gotta get the numbers.
Well, see, what I did to get the numbers up was the next day a woman came in and asked me if I have dealt with autistic kids before teaching.
Oh.
And I have. Sort of, but not. I didn't realize there was definitely a big spectrum of on the autistic.
But I told him that we don't need to be accepting autistic kids because honestly, they're a lot. Like I love them; they're so sweet and they try so hard, but they lose attention. Like their attention span is like so fucking short. They do one thing right, and then like they're running around the entire fucking dojo floor.
There's they'll piss your floor good.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that. I had to clean all the mirrors because they were licking the mirrors all the time.
Stop it! Just stop. Just stop.
And there's handprint smears all over the mirrors.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you love the handprints.
The handprint
smears.
So I have two now that I'm working with, but it's taken a lot of my time and patience. So when I get home, I don't have a lot of patience left.
It sounds like you start kicking the dog
Yeah.
yelling and screaming. Because you got the tiny tigers, you got the autistic tigers, you got kids everywhere kicking the dog.
So, it's bad for my adults.
You gotta sell your motorcycle, you gotta sell all your cars, buy a fucking Nerdmobile. Oh man, this is
exactly what I wanted.
This is awesome.
Seth isn't the one that's really like chasing after them or like helping them. Like I'm the one that's like going over there and like
because you're the good one.
No bullshit.
You're the good one. You're the Dan. You're the Dan in this relationship.
She's making herself sound like the hero in this.
You're the Dan. You're the Dan in this relationship.
I believe Traci.
You come to a fucking you guys need to come to a karate class for tiny tigers and watch what happens.
Oh, I will. I'll be there.
Go-to show. Go-to show.
Look, I'm the main.
Can we go and record a show?
I'm gonna send a 3-year-old. I'm gonna go in as a 3-year-old undercover, fat 3-year-old.
But it's gonna be Tom wiping boogers on the mirror.
So really fast, because I know this is taking a long time.
This 3-year-old's kidneys in the world. Coca-Cola piss.
So
he's smoking out.
So to make up for how stressed I was, I did first time in 5 years. I did a movie day for the advanced kids karate class.
Movie day.
You brought in. You rolled in the TV.
I rolled in my giant Android TV thing. It's badass. It's on a little wheelie thing you see on Facebook and everything. Yeah, thing was not good.
Yeah, you put that up and you're like, we're watching a never-ending story.
Best $1,600 I ever spent was that damn thing. It was awesome.
Yeah, but the parents are paying you to teach your kids karate.
Well, but this is what I did. I showed him one of the best.
You guys want to piss the floor while you're watching the movie? I don't give a fuck anymore.
A blood sport. He tips his hands in the glass.
Yeah, that's kickboxer. Anyway, I showed him the documentary that shaped me as a kid at 8, 9, 10 years old. It's called Budo, the art of killing. And I had
you've talked about this before.
Yeah.
It's called Budo, the art of
killing. And I forgot.
A cartoon?
No, it's an early 80s documentary, and our founder of karate is featured in it. But what I totally forgot about the movie is
Budo has sticks like Domatello.
I forgot that at the beginning, there's the whole first 2 minutes is a ritual suicide video, and then at the very end,
it's the worst you've ever done.
And at the very end,
this whole show needs to be canceled, taken off. Like,
so
we gotta stop.
I didn't
ritual suicide.
Seppuku, yeah, where the samurais committed ritual suicide. But I didn't show it. I saw that it was about to happen, and I got in front of the screen.
Just listen to the audio.
I got in front of the screen and I slid my finger across, and I fast forwarded it.
I don't think so.
And then the ending, I forgot that there's a duel between
still
two.
Dead. Let me fast forward. Okay, there. We're on to the next part.
At the ending, two samurai run at each other, and one cuts the other's head off, and the head goes flying. And I had to stop it before that too. I'm like, no, you guys can't watch
these kids?
These are 3-year-olds.
No,
I got so scared I pissed the dojo.
8 to 11. But the whole documentary was really, really good. I had them write down questions about the documentary. I had them write down things that they liked about it, and they all had interesting questions and things.
You should read some of the
No,
stuff
I'm not going to read it.
No, what did they say?
I like the head.
They said, why were the sumo's butts hanging out?
Stupid kids.
I saw their butt.
I saw their booty butt.
One kid was like, I like it whenever they get thrown on the ground.
I like it when they got thrown on the ground. Why were they? I like it when they say they would die for their master, like hardcore stuff, like really hardcore stuff. But
Like
anyway.
that's what you fucking pulled from the movie.
Tracy,
You guys are tough on them.
thanks so much for calling in and
Tracy is very tough on them.
calling out Seth. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we will always let you set the record straight.
Yeah,
always.
anytime you hear him lying, please
call in.
Yeah.
You have a.
I clean it 90%.
because I think he lies all the time.
We'll get you a pass. We'll just get you a Zoom link. So if you just want to zoom in and like anytime you just want to come in and correct his nonsense, you are allowed.
Okay.
All right. Give love to you and the baby. We'll
take
see.
care of the kid. Bye.
Oh my God.
So
That was a tough one.
So Seth, how's business?
It's booming with pee-pee.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. No, there's tons. I'm getting a whole influx of adults lately, which is awesome. Like a lot of little adults doing it.
Isn't this the time of year when most people do get serious about fitness? Because January and beginning of February is bullshit.
Yeah.
And then it's usually middle of February to March is when real people are like, okay, I am going to be serious about like eating good or moving my body.
Or the ones that signed up that never come back, and then it's like, okay, you weren't really serious about it.
Right. Yeah.
But no, it's good. Everything's great with it. We're despite what you just heard, I think we're having like a good little tag team of the dojo, like where she's helping with the kids.
Sounds a little mismatched at this point. Yeah. You might want to adjust the ratios.
We're working the schedule out.
Yeah.
Do you have a nanny yet?
My niece is helping out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, so we both can go into karate.
Oh, nice.
So she's helping out for 2-3 hours those nights.
So you get some family help. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, but you don't have like a full time.
Oh, but I'm paying her for it.
Right. Like rich people get a full time nanny.
Yeah.
And then the nanny does it. Yeah.
If Tracy would go, if she goes back to work, then that'll happen. But if not, then that's not.
Doesn't she work for you?
But she was just cleaning up piss.
Yeah,
that's
work.
That's not work.
She's
That's
teaching classes.
That's dedication to the dojo.
I'm teaching classes. She's the assistant instructor. She's the senpai.
Yeah.
She's the
Yeah,
senpai.
go chase those autistic kids around. Like they're getting out into the street.
I'm allowing the mothers or fathers, now it's mothers, to come on the dojo mat and help out with the autistic. So it is kind of like a mommy and me type thing.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah,
with the 3-year-olds.
You're like parents, instead of just sitting there watching, come out here and do some work.
So everybody's working.
Yeah.
Hey, you there?
Like
clean that piss up.
Like if I, as a parent, I pay you so I can look at my phone for an hour and sit there in the lobby.
There is that too.
No, but that's
what every
when
parent
I see
does.
that, I hate that. I really don't. They do that, and that's fine. If that's their little getaway, that's fine. But I really dislike when I'm teaching the kids and they're doing great and their kid did something good. I look up and the parents are like,
I mean, you can dislike it, but you said it yourself.
I mean, I don't know.
You can dislike it, but you said it yourself. It is my little getaway.
Yeah, but it's a getaway, and I get it. I get it. I mean, I'd rather than just not be in the dojo, just walk outside and so they're not even.
I like that better too, even with dance. Like if you're just gonna be there and be on your phone, just go sit in your car.
Yeah,
you don't need to be in there.
Because the kids will still look at you. I see the kids looking for their parents to get their approval.
Yeah,
May
doesn't want
and they're
me
not
there.
looking at them.
May does not want Andrea or me there. Like she goes there, she's there to dance. She is like, bye. See you when I'm done. You don't look at me.
Yeah, I like being there and then having the instructor and the kids know that I'm not paying attention.
Wow.
Because it's like I shouldn't. I'm like, why even be there? And then they think that. And then
you're only here because you want us to know you're here.
But Jackal's daughter, she got her brown belt.
Oh, really?
Hey, congratulations,
she's doing
Jackal's
really,
daughter.
really good. I mean, he got his belt too, and his wife got his belt, and his son got a new belt too.
So his whole family.
Oh, his whole family's
God
there.
damn.
They've been working on it for a hot
It's
minute,
awesome. They're
though.
my first big karate family, like I grew up doing, with all my family, and I've had all the other families doing it, friends' family. It's like they're my first family in the dojo. It's really cool to see them.
Do you have other families that are coming up through the ranks now too?
Oh yeah. Like
you should have a family tournament to see who's the king of the family.
The king of the family is.
You know.
Oh man, it.
And then that person, the winners, get to piss your dojo.
this
disrespectful.
This is something that I didn't think was going to happen until way later, but
I didn't think you were going to talk about this.
It has to do with martial arts. But the other day, Crystal sent me a picture of Max in a martial arts class. And then, all right. So
cheating on you.
He's really mad. Like, it's not even a joke, man.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying it. This is why I'm saying it.
He's getting real hot.
Yeah. I thought of it. I was like, oh, this is going to make her mad.
Yeah, remember when Max cheated on the...
It made me mad, too, and I'll explain. So then I was
talked to Max about it.
I was like, what? And so Crystal told me that, Max now has a friend who is a girl at school who he is kind of like his girlfriend, but he's only 8, so it's not, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
but it's like
they don't know what
it's
that
a girlfriend. They've actually held hands before, and the girlfriend gave Max, and you should incorporate this. They give you
like a bring a buddy pass.
They got bring a buddy pass. That's in martial. The wheel and the bring the buddy is a whole
date.
Yeah.
And then
come try it out.
And I asked Max. I was like, I know this ninja guy. He could teach us karate for free if we could all go
for free.
And then he wasn't.
He was a man.
He
just made that up.
He wasn't interested in going with me because I wanted to do the father-son.
You're not as cool as that girl.
And then he went with a girl.
Oh, that's gotta break your heart.
You gotta tell him there's a lot of other 8-year-old girls in the sea, and then I have a lot of them at the dojo.
This is the one, bro.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
I was like, oh no, it's happening already. Like he's already doing something.
Leaving you for a girl already.
Did he have on the full outfit and everything?
No, because it was like he went.
There's a day they just wear athletic clothes. But the parent of that, the parent had to go. Your wife had to go though, right?
Yeah. No, she went. So she took a picture.
But they tried to sell her.
Oh yeah, their selling was good.
No, goddamn it! She's signing him up.
No, I don't know yet.
Tom's already bought the Domatellos for his son.
I told Max
and
Tommy.
Is it a father-son class with him?
Fake karate
I'm like, we're gonna go to Karate of Orlando. We're gonna learn jujitsu.
We're gonna learn real stuff. We're gonna piss the floor like a real ninja.
And then they didn't want to do it. They're like not interested.
We want to go where the hot girls are.
But then he said you went with a girlfriend. Anyway, that's what happens. It's done.
I mean, I did a lot of stuff for girls.
They just want to go with their friends.
If she signs him up, I'll be really mad at you. Not her. I'll be mad at you for not putting your foot down and be like, no.
Well,
it's gonna be you, Tommy, and that mannequin.
Maybe you need to screen some of the make sure that your 3-year-old or how old is they now? Make sure your 8-year-olds are attractive.
Come on,
they can pull up.
Stop. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll do some dump them out.
Yes.
Some other stuff. We got a bunch of stuff.
We do. Let me get the music here. This is hold on here. This is brand new music from Mean Jeans. I know you guys know Mean Jeans. The name of the song is I Don't Give a Shit Anymore, which might be the way that you feel today, Seth. But check this out. Great little tune. We'll be back with more Mediocre Time momentarily. 1-844-TOMNDAN show at tomanddan.com. I just don't give a shit.
You're listening to the industry leader, radio guys turned podcasters. And now the whole town is sucking our dicks.
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to lick our balls, bitch.
Photograph of us in the spotlight on a hot night. I was drifting in and out, reticent on the off chance I'm blunted in the bullseye, begging for peace of mind. I get ahead of myself, bracing for a bombshell. Earlobes written on a blank check, wear it around your neck. I was at a low, but you come to me on a fault line, deep inside a gold mine, hovering like a moth. I lose a bit of myself, laying out eggshells. I've been yours for so long, come right back to it. I let my mind run wild. I don't know why I do it, but you just settle in like a song. We know it. If I can keep up, we'll get right back to it. Fast swerving in and out of my lane, burning up in no flame, turning jealous eye. I'll fall down into a fair game, lick a wound that wasn't I ever mine. I get ahead of myself, refusing anyone's help. I've been yours for so long, come right back to it. I let my mind run wild. I don't know why I do it. You just settle in like a song. We know it. If I can keep up, we'll get right back to it. Been yours for so long, come right back to it. I let my mind run wild. I don't know why I do it, but you just settle in like a song. We know it. If I can keep up, we'll get right back to it. We'll get right back to it. We'll get right back to it.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. That's Waxahachie with Right Back to You. Trying to like mix it up, play different stuff here. I like to play a little country, try to weave that into the final song.
Let me thank the Danger Brain real quick, because we've been using the Danger Brain branding agency for 15 years now, officially this year,
Crazy.
which is nuts. But they're designing our new BDM logo for BDM Appreciation Week, our Cruz logo. Still, they do all of our logos for us. And if you need a branding agency for your company or anything, contact them, thedangerbrain.com.
You might just need like a brand refresh, which is something that most people need, where you just take an existing look that you have. Like American Air and Heat did that, where they had a look that they liked. And they definitely want to stick with like the red, white, and blue, and then they were able to just kind of like, hey, let's add a few different elements and make it look better.
I need a Tiny Tiger logo. I have a Kid Cobra. I have the dojo one. I need a Tiny Tiger logo.
There you go.
All right, it'd be a tiger pissing himself.
A tiger
Danger
with a
Brain,
diaper
work
on?
on that.
Hold on, it could be
Okay.
a
I was being
tiger,
serious
and
for a
then
second.
Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes pissing on the tiger.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I mean, most
like
of that
that.
work's already been done. You can just clip
I
it
need an
together.
autistic one, too.
Yeah, you can like clip it together and do that.
thedangerbrain.com.
There you go.
You want to do some dump them out?
All right, let's do the dump 'em out music, because if we don't do it, people get mad that we don't dump 'em out correctly.
We got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby. Let's dump them out and play. I want to see your topics. Ooh, I want to also see your bottomics.
It does make me uncomfortable. I got an email from a guy who said that this song is something that he and his sons sing together as they're helping to clean up the house, and they're way too young to be singing it. And then, like, he says, like, the youngest one's like, they've got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. And I'm like,
That's fine.
okay, I guess it's your kid, not mine.
Florida.
How old are they? Did they say how old are they?
I think they're 5.
Old enough for a ritual suicide video and
I
fucking
was listening to inappropriate songs very young.
Oh,
it's fine.
it
I
is.
turned out fine.
I watched
do think
Boys in the Hood at like 10 years old.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
think it's totally
Fine.
fine. Maybe not
That's
the Boys in the
fine.
Hood, but the
It's
curse words are
fine.
just words. Okay.
What do we want to start with?
We got all kinds of good stuff. Let's go with jump in the car,
Okay.
because it's been on there for a minute. It's kind of easing. It's my favorite phrase that you made up, like an old man easing himself into a hot bath.
So, first, let's start off. Have any of you jumped a car?
Yes, multiple times.
Okay, all right.
My truck.
Like, in what situation? Like over a hill?
No. I meant jumping a car like with jumper cable.
Yes. Like if your battery dies.
But
I
I
you're driving
yeah,
and
that's what I
jumping.
thought you meant.
My brain never would have went.
No, I like this.
Where
This is
Tom's
great.
went.
No, that's great.
Oh,
That's
mine
like
went to jumping.
such a cool accident to show exactly how different our brains are. This guy's looking to jump shit, and I'm like a nerd. I'm like,
My
well,
battery died.
You're right. I mean,
I thought you
Who
meant
hasn't jumped a car?
that was my question. But I was reading an article that a couple of weeks ago. Was that a burp?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Holy smokes, this is disgusting. So Tom and I
Thought it was a silent
we're
one.
talking one morning about like prep services, and remember I signed up for this one. I found this one like tech prep service that sends like really good stuff to me. We've used a couple of the topics on the show. So I'm reading this thing. It comes in last week, and I put it on the list last week. But they were like, "Do you know how to jump a car with jumper cables?" I'm like, "Oh, everybody knows how to jump a car with jumper cables." And then they included this graphic, and I can't put it up on the screen. I apologize, but you go in the way that they do it, how to jump a car, red on dead. So you go positive red to you put it on your battery that's good, and then you put it positive to positive. Then you go red on donor, black on bare metal.
Yeah,
Nobody I know.
You can do that or the.
I know. What my point is this was the article. I have never, ever had one person. When I'm jumping a car, when they're jumping a car, when we're assisting jumping a car, when I'm assisting Sam or somebody like Sam jumping a car, you jumping a car, I have never done bare metal, ever. I have never seen anybody do bare metal. I have never heard somebody say bare metal. No one's ever told me. Remember, you got to go red on dead, red on donor,
we been
black
doing
on
it
donor,
wrong?
black on bare. That was my
No.
question.
No, because the
Do you
black
get
is
a
just
better
bare
or
metal.
faster charge?
I don't know.
My Hellcat has a lever for the bare metal. It doesn't. You don't attach it to the black. You attach. There's a piece of metal that just sticks up. You attach it to the bare metal.
I have seen that before. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
nobody. I'm saying. You're right. And yes, the bare metal, the whole thing, do it. But I've never seen anybody do it. Not one person.
Every time I've jumped a car, it's always been a red on red, black on black. Friend of Jack.
Yeah. It's you. And then I've never worried about the order either. They want you to. And I tried to look it up a little bit.
I put it on. It's already always sparking.
Yeah, I put it.
I
always go red and black, right? I go red first, then black, and then I'm holding the ends
on the
that
live.
are live.
You attach it to the live car.
Correct.
Yes, that's what I do.
The donor car.
I hold it apart.
And then I hold them, and then
That's
to
what I
impress
do.
the ladies and get their panties wet, I go ting ting.
Yeah.
Because
Tap
that
it, yeah,
wet
this
part,
way,
this way.
because every girl when you do that, it's like, oh, Mr. Danger's here, and then I put red on and then black on.
Oh,
and then,
I do the black first.
Is it black? I say I don't know.
I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, I thought it didn't matter. I just put it on there.
Again, that is my point. It does. I didn't think it mattered. So why are they telling me you were supposed to do it this way?
Because this is the internet.
They're
They
also
always-
saying you start the donor car and you let it go. Then you start the dead car and you let them run, and then you remove them in the same. You have to remove them in the reverse order.
Okay.
I knew that.
Oh, no.
4, 3, 2,
I don't do that. As soon as it's running, I just take them all off like a cloak.
Just rip them off.
I stand in the middle and just pull up and rip them off.
You don't want to do
That's the answer.
You don't want to do it the other way because when you release it, okay, say you release it from the charged car first because you don't want to release it from, because the one that you just jumped is running its juice to the end. If you unhook it, it's trying to release its battery juice that you just charged it to the end of those cables. So you're releasing the juice that you just charged it with.
Yeah.
No,
and then the chat room says revving the engine is another thing that people
I
do.
read
That
that.
does nothing.
Yeah, I
That
do it every
nothing.
time.
Oh, yeah.
We have to bury Joe.
Rev it
on
up good in there. I need more power.
Yeah. When I
Doesn't that charge the battery more?
You got to redline it. You got to
that's what
redline it for
everyone's
3 Mississippi.
Put a brick on the gas.
We have to bury Joe on line 2 who says he knows why you're supposed to put it on the bare metal.
DeBarry Joe, it's always a pleasure talking to you. What's up? Help us out.
All right. So, so the whole negative to the bare metal on a dead battery is when batteries die out, they can possibly, off-gas. And those extra sparks, it can be a pretty violent fire explosion. It doesn't happen very often, but it can happen, and it's a lot better than not.
Okay, DeBarry Joe, let me ask you this, because this is another urban legend I always heard when I first learned how to jump a car when I was 16 in the 90s, is that if you screw up and put the red on the black and the black on the red and cross wires,
Freddy's dead.
then the battery will explode battery acid into your face. Like, it'll explode the battery.
It'll do that?
That's what the urban legend was. Like, if you mess this up, it will blow this battery up.
That's why I
was always told that.
I mean, I agree with Tom. There was a point in time where I was so afraid of jumping my own car that I would rather just sit with a dead battery on the side of the road. You know what I mean?
My Lexus and it just fried the battery.
Oh, okay. So it won't explode.
Yeah. Back in the day, older cars, depending on, it's like, I don't know, there's a million different little things that can change, but back in the day, again, that could happen, and it, used to happen a lot. Nowadays, with modern cars and the computers, you just end up, frying, all of your electrical system, the computer, and everything in the car.
All right. So it won't explode. Like, I was about to teach my son that. It was like, if you...
Well, why not, right?
I mean, it's a nice way to get him to do it the right way.
I had to buy a new battery for the Lexus. I remember when I did that. I felt stupid as hell.
Joe, thank you for the information, man.
I was 21.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, dude.
I think I was drunk.
The actual...
Why were you jumping?
The jumper cables...
It was nighttime.
One's red,
So
one's
you're driving
black.
drunk at night. You're not helping your case.
I know. I was young. This is one of my dumb and bad stories.
You want to hear the dumbest
Oh, I
part?
didn't know we were back into that.
Well, it just popped in my head.
That was last segment.
Oh, like you were drunk driving at night. And
Your
then
battery died.
My blue Lexus. It's called the Sexus. I called it because it had,
Of course it is.
I had strobe lights in it.
But then there's a
my
big
God.
red cap on the positive side of the battery and
Typically,
a black.
yeah.
I saw yellow GIs. That's all I had. In my brain. I was like,
And then did it instantly fry the battery?
oh yeah, it goes. I heard a. And I
you're
was
like, oh no.
And then I took it off, and it was just nothing would start. It was just dumb.
All right.
The worst part of my car still has a tiny battery in it. It has the big battery to get me places, and then the little battery inside can go dead. And I don't even know where it is to jump it.
Dude, in old cars, you used to be able to drive with no battery.
Correct.
And then the car would run off the alternator.
I do it with my Volkswagen. Yeah,
I did it with my truck.
I could do it on my 82 Rabbit.
Yeah.
You'd get it. Once you got it going, you were good. Just don't turn it off.
Yeah. And then, but you could use an old battery, because I remember using a battery, like a borrowed battery.
To get it going.
To get it going,
Yeah.
and then I had to give it back to the guy.
Give me my battery back.
Oh, my God.
And then I had
That's
to
some poor people
drive
stuff.
to the
Yeah.
junkyard.
And buy it. Do you ever buy a used battery? I did.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's some
They're
poor
like,
people stuff when you buy an old battery.
It's got 30% juice.
This one good? Yeah, we just topped it off. What does that even mean?
Anyway, what else we got here?
Do you want to watch the cop shooting his own car video?
Well, I mean, everybody's
old
seen it.
now?
I don't know.
Well, I do have something to say with this. So, everybody probably seen the story because it's been circulating everywhere. So
we can play the beginning just because it's good audio. I don't want to go into the sad part where the lady's screaming because she thinks that the cop killed her.
Yeah, no one died.
No one got hurt, but there is a part where you're listening to this lady scream.
Oh, she's legitimately terrified, as she should be.
I mean, if a cop unloaded 2 clips into the back of his own squad car and your husband was tied in the back of it with his handcuffs, I mean, the likelihood of him not getting killed is it's
I mean, he was arrested for a reason, though, right? Like he was a bad guy. He was a bad guy, right?
Yeah, but Seth,
he was, but he didn't deserve that.
Of course not, but I mean,
innocent until proven
there's
guilty.
levels.
Also. You're not guilty as soon as you're in a back
pretty sure
of
they
car.
caught him red-handed.
That's not how the law works.
No.
Okay, here. Hold on, I'll back it up a little bit. Here's the beginning of it. It was an acorn that fell on the top of his car. Right there.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
And now he's just shooting his own car.
That's the funny part, is he's shooting his own car.
What a dumbass.
Okay, it's the only funny part of the video. The rest gets a little sad. But when there's the funny part of this video is him Tackleberry Police Academy style running. And he's like, shots fired! Shots fired! He's been waiting for this moment his entire life. He pulls the gun out. He blows the windshield wiper off the back of his car. I don't even know if I can do that.
That was a good shot. It was a good shot.
It was a great shot. But there's a man inside that car.
Did he do a barrel roll first?
Yes, he did. But it was a sloppy barrel
So-
roll, though, because you know, I mean.
So just to describe what happened, he's walking next to another squad car, and an acorn had fallen off a tree and landed on that squad car he was walking
And
next
those
to.
things do hit loud on top of your trucks out here
Have
in
you ever heard
Baltimore.
my?
I have dents all over my car. They fall out of my oak trees.
My whole hood is aluminum over the front. If anything touches it, it echoes. It's like, "Gong!"
But I will also say I've never mistaken it for a gunshot.
No, it's not. Yeah, like a gunshot brings your goddamn
I know what a gunshot sounds like.
But I would think even if you thought gunshot, like he goes on to say, like, I'm hit. Like,
yes, he goes on to say he's
if you
injured.
heard a gunshot, I mean, I get the
Why
barrel
did he
roll. I
think he
get
was
it.
hit?
I even get the barrel roll. You barrel roll in. You barrel roll crazy. You're a cop. You're supposed to barrel roll when you hear a gun, I feel like, right? But to think about pulling your gun out and unloading it into the car, that's an odd choice.
And why did he think he was
Because he
shot?
only heard why do you think he was shot? Because the barrel roll, he hit his elbow on the barrel roll.
At the end, all right, here, I'll go to the end, and he does comment on it. At the very end of the video, he talks about it here.
All right. I don't know. My legs went numb for a second. I heard a pop come from. Go this way. Can you move? Yeah.
Well, sir, your legs
So that's
went
him at
numb
the
because you
end.
barrel rolled without stretching.
That and he has
Thanks for
adrenaline
watching.
rush. So.
Stay up.
Yeah, he said, he said his legs, he heard a pop, his legs went numb.
Yeah.
He barrel rolled, then he unloaded double clips into his own squad car.
He shot the back of his car up, took
You
his clip
even
out.
heard the lady cop go where from over there? Because she didn't hear nothing either.
But there's another funny part where, hold on,
David, about breaking
I'm going to play it
news and
again
top
here.
story.
We're going to back it up. Now listen to him. There is one part after he's unloaded both clips where she's talking to him, his partner, and he's like, what? Like he's like, and he's normal again. Here, listen. I'll point it out, and you'll laugh.
All right. So here's an acorn right now.
Boom.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
There's the barrel roll.
Oh, and push pause. So the only one thing I do like is he acted like I would act if I thought I was being shot up.
Yeah.
Like he didn't act like a trained police
Can
officer.
I go a step further?
Goofball.
Can I go a step further? I think his barrel roll is better than mine.
He's tripping over his running shoes that he just got that are too big in the toes.
Maybe that wasn't a barrel. Maybe he tripped over her.
Because if I thought I was getting shot at, I would freak out, then roll, and then pull my gun out and just start shooting all around me because I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
It is the worst.
I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, I'm just screaming. I start shooting.
There's a possibility,
everything.
if I had a gun right now, there's a possibility if somebody busted in that door that I give you a wahoo and then shoot the gun into the ceiling 9 times. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be crazy. Now, wait for it. You're going to hear him, and he's going to go, what? He gets normal. You'll hear it.
Shooting up his own car. Shooting the glass. There's a suspect in the back. He's on the floor.
Right there.
What?
What?
He goes, what? What are you saying?
He finally ran out of bullets.
What? I can't talk to you. I'm unloading my clip into my car. I blew the windshield wiper
So the
off.
guy
He
in the
blew
back,
his own ears out with his gun, and he's like, what?
What?
the guy in the back, what? He just duck on. He's
Yeah,
one of
I
the
guess he
seats. I'm
did
guessing.
duck.
Like,
That's the interesting part is, I guess,
I wanna know
that
what he
guy,
did.
I think he was
Holy
handcuffed.
shit,
Imagine
man.
being
Well,
that
you can
guy.
have-
Oh my God!
We're
He
like-
pissed the back of that seat for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Oh my God,
dude.
tiny
Because
tiger.
imagine, like I mean, for sure, you're like they're going to kill me for sure. I mean, this is a setup where they say.
I would think, like, honestly, if it was me in the back of that fucking car, I would think something else is happening. I would like, oh, there's obviously something. Like,
somebody
there's
else.
what else are they shooting at? They're obviously not shooting at me. I'm just sitting here with my. You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah. They're like, what?
And then when you hear the first one hit the car, then you're fucking rolling on the ground, right? Trying to get as low as you can.
And then as he's shooting the window and his whole car up, you're laying there. You're like, oh my God.
They're just trying to kill me.
What's always weird to me, though, is like it's not like the guy. It does seem a bit like a freak out. There's some people. There's so many conspiracy theories about this. There are people saying that he did it and then resigned so he could get full pension from the police department. There are people saying that
wait,
it was.
he resigned right away. Like
He did. It happened in November. He resigned in December, if I remember correctly.
This is old.
Last year.
The video
I mean,
got released
yeah.
just recently, though.
They just released it, and then now this guy's like talking to clown. Now this guy's a clown, right?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the stuff that ruins your life, not
Yeah.
what he did. What he did not ruin his life. It's the video that will ruin
Correct.
his life.
There's no
People
picture
are
of him
all
though.
Shit like this has probably happened so many times that, you know, we never saw, like, footage of. And now we got body cams so we
You're
can see all.
cutting that shooting. You're like, oh shit.
You idiot.
I killed you. Ha! Now I have to bury your body.
You're like, let's all get together on the what happened here.
Right.
I have never had one of those moments. I have never had a moment where I've had to look around the room and go, all right, guys. We got to get our story straight. And I feel like I've
always wanted one.
I want one too. I want one too.
That, you know what? That, okay, I
Those
will.
stories you can't tell.
I will say that did happen at my bachelor party with my buddy that.
Oh, they went to the rock club?
Yeah.
The rock and roll club?
Talk about it.
After he's coming to see.
I
him
didn't
this
sign that
weekend.
NDA.
You know, I'm glad you brought that. I'm gonna bring that up this weekend in front of
ruin the
everybody.
trip,
In
ruin
front of
the
the
trip.
kids.
I can't come if you do that.
And then because we all got together, like, and then my buddy's like, "All right, let's get our story straight." We went to a rock and roll club.
We were dancing to the rock and roll.
And then the greatest part is as he's describing that, he left his phone on. His
Oh God,
his
really?
wife is listening on the other.
So bad. So bad.
Oh, so good.
It gives
And
me
we
anxiety.
laughed and laughed so much.
It gives me anxiety.
All right. What else have we got here?
Do we want to go Dune Microsoft Flight Simulator
Yeah,
or
keep
Sandwich Bad Boy?
Wait, I forget we can do both.
What's
the Dune is just a passing comment. Leave your Dune out of my Microsoft Flight Simulator. Get that shit out of there.
What?
Oh, what do you mean?
Look at this. Look what these nerds did. I'll put this up here so you can see it. So Microsoft Flight Simulator, I go to load it up and check on my planes. I like to walk through the virtual halls of my aircraft.
You fly them?
I walk.
No, you just
I like to
look-
look at them. I like to go inside and look at them, polish them a little bit.
So
Here,
you
watch,
just walk through a hangar
Digital
of
trophies.
Look at this.
What is this?
Look at this dumb shit.
Oh.
This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're showing the desert, and then they show like a ragman. Ragman standing in the desert next to a crashed out thing. Oh, what is it? Oh, Microsoft says they're giving me something free. They gave me a Dune digital dragonfly. This nerd shit. I don't want this nerd shit in my. I like real planes that do real shit that take real people places. Look at this dragonfly bullshit they added.
Oh,
Get this
pretty
nerd,
awesome.
That's
I mean,
fucking
I thought
stupid.
it looked good. Yeah.
And you're riding the dragonfly. It's got dragonfly wings, and then
You don't like the dragonfly?
It doesn't have any weapons. It's not real. I go to Flight Simulator for reality. I don't go there for this Dune garbage.
But it's not reality.
I don't want this.
Yeah, this is the opposite of reality.
I don't, but it's based in reality. Like all the checks.
EJ's calling now
All
on
this-
line
Oh,
too.
God.
Oh my God! It's like Jesus fucking. Thank you for calling.
Hey, Samantha.
Hi.
CJ.
You're on the air.
What do you
Wish
want?
Tom a happy birthday.
All right. Well, it was my birthday.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
You're late.
Well, the only reason why I called is because they killed Mike Epps in the new Madam.
Oh, he's
Oh.
spoiled. Was this Nokia phone?
I pulled it down. I
heard
pulled it
that.
down.
It's
He's
like,
at an Indian. Are you working at an Indian call center?
I was like,
Yeah.
Hello,
what
Metro.
You got to work. You get back to work and fucking up.
do
Get
you
back to
answer?
work. The fat one is not answering the phone.
As soon as we picked up, it was a boop.
boop, beep, boop, beep.
They got, this is Enos. This is Enos the penis. Carly, I've got. Get the fuck out of here. Mad at you. now.
The hell, is he ruining? He's doing his ruiner again.
We're not doing that. I'm
God
not doing
damn
that
it.
to people, man. People hate that stuff.
He's
But
bringing it back.
I don't want the Dune. I don't want the Dune in the Microsoft. Like, I'm going to fly around a little dragonfly. Really? I'm going to learn that? I'm going to learn the real controls of something that doesn't exist. The whole point of learning the planes was learning on real
Well,
instrumentation.
so you could actually fly a real one.
Well, not that I can
No.
really fly it, but it,
Get him, Seth.
damn,
Oh, it's-
Lawler,
Those
nobody
are
here
the
likes
mean.
fun. Nobody here likes fun.
No, I bet
Look
Daniel.
how sour
No,
you
dude
made him
is
now.
fun.
Look how
You're
sour.
hating on
Look how
fun.
sour you made him now.
Okay, if we went to a real, we should go to a real flight simulator like the pilots train on.
Don't they have it at the library?
I
or
think
no?
they do.
I think
Yeah, I think they have a good one at
we
the
should
library.
go the Melrose Center. They
Okay.
they have a real flight simulator and see if either of us with no instruction can figure out how to take off.
Well,
Absolutely.
he's going to be way better.
I can
He's
do
got
it.
practice.
I can do it.
But you don't have the actual
I don't have the
throttle
gear, no.
and the buttons.
Yeah, but he knows what they look like.
I don't know. Not really. I mean, I kind of
More than Tom and I do.
More than Tom and you
Hold
guys
on, I
do.
don't know. It looked kind of like my boat. The throttle.
Yeah, but you
forward is
barely knew
fast.
how to do that.
And the steering wheel doesn't
Yeah.
go all.
And then you were
Doesn't have
telling
loose
Sam a
steering.
bunch
Call
of
the
weird
yoke.
stuff, and then you said don't do that, and then you told her to do it.
But
and-
I understand the basics. You pull back, that pulls up, and then you push forward, goes down.
Yeah, up and down.
You turn
That's
left.
basically it.
You bank. I know the bank. You don't have the feet pedals, right? That's
No,
a helicopter.
that's expensive. No,
Oh, God.
no. A
What's
lot of
this- what's
planes
this
do
one?
have like this stuff down there.
Oh, yeah,
they
that-
have.
that's for
Because
the
you want to
rudder,
change
right?
your flaps.
Yeah.
You
The
got
flaps.
you got flaps. You got your
Where are the
rudder in
guns
back.
at?
There's no guns.
Oh,
Well, the
okay.
Dune one, you would think it has guns. It doesn't have guns. The only thing you could do with the stupid Dune Dragonfly is outrun a sandstorm. Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, I was faster than a sandstorm.
All right. What is Sandwich Bad Boy?
I have no idea.
I am a sandwich bad boy.
Bad boy.
I am a sandwich bad boy.
Okay.
I'm the bad boy sandwiches.
I will tell you that one of my favorite things in life
What?
is to watch Daniel get super upset
No, you're
What?
about any sort of store not
because
having
they're all terrible.
not having the thing he ordered ready.
They never
when the
do
time,
it.
especially when they send him a time that it's going to be ready. at his
Yeah,
time.
don't send me a time. Stop sending time.
Because when he sees that time, he's like, it better be ready.
I do. I'm that guy.
And I see him, he'll go to the place, and I'm like, yeah, it's happening. And then I'll
Yeah.
see it's not there, and then, oh, man.
No, but
mad.
I learned a new way to do it.
All
I
right.
want you guys to tell me if morally what I'm doing is wrong. Because I've decided that this is going to be the new way that I handle pre-ordering sandwiches any place, but primarily I'm talking to you, Publix, because your online ordering is straight garbage. If I ordered a sandwich from you and
go in
you
a second.
said the sandwich is done and is going to be ready at 10:15 or 10:25, if I walk over at 10:25, it's not there, then I'm not going to tell you that I didn't. I'm going to have you continue to make the fucking sandwich, and I'm going to get something else. And then you could go and put the sandwich in the hot thing, and you made it, and then you're going to end up throwing that shit away because I'm not getting it. Because you broke the deal. You broke the fucking deal.
I don't think they care.
Well,
Once it's
hopefully they
made.
don't, because this is my new way of doing things.
Okay.
Maybe.
Like, hopefully they don't care, because now
walk
I will
out.
waste every sandwich. I'm gonna every day I'm gonna order a sandwich, and I'm gonna walk over there, and if it's there, I'll purchase it. But if it's not ready, then you're gonna make it and eat the fucking cost, and I'm gonna do it. And if sandwiches go sky high, if the price goes up, if people get mad at me, if morally what I'm doing is wrong, I don't fucking care anymore. I'm 47 years old, and when you tell me the sandwich is supposed to be ready at 10:25, why'd you give me a time? Then don't give me a time. You know why? Then I wouldn't walk over there. If you said it'll be ready sometime after 11 and I walked over there, then give yourself some fucking leeway, you pieces of shit.
I think it's a sign for you to stop eating so many chubby sandwiches.
Oh my God. He's probably right. I deserve that. I deserve that.
What else is he supposed to eat? That's all I gotta say.
His soup, his old man
My
soup.
old man soup. I'm going to soup.
Yeah,
Soup
yeah.
only. No
what
more
else
sandwiches.
is there?
There's only 3 things you can eat: soup, sandwiches.
You just go and get some organic turkey and you roll it up in little circles and eat it like that.
Oh, that's just
what you
kill
get.
yourself.
Eat some goddamn
It's so bad.
turkey rolls.
Either
I
turkey
just
rolls
hate
or
it.
fat rolls.
Why is it that bad? And then I look back there, and then there's a bunch of people in the back just walking around.
Yeah, the issue is they don't hire enough people to make sandwiches because my cheat
But
meals
they
the past
know
2
that
weeks
so
has
many
been pub
people,
subs.
right? Or,
No.
sorry, I mean yelling.
No, I get it. Yell at me.
Yeah, but they know that you know that you need to restaff that or
Right,
have more
right,
people
right.
do it.
Oh,
Then-
definitely. They
Then
don't-
the manager of the fucking store should do it. You do. You get back there and fucking do it.
I agree.
Uh-oh.
I agree with that.
That's what we would do if something were going wrong here and it needed to be done. You know, I'd be out there with the mops.
You
know.
own
Clean
the
and piss.
company, though. The guys making the sandwiches don't give a fuck.
I know,
Yeah.
but like, no, I'm saying it's not their fault.
I'm
It's
not
Publix's
cleaning
fault. It's Publix's fault.
I am never getting a mop at D&D Media.
And he's pissed on the ground before.
You actually
When I
have.
piss on the ground, I just walk out.
Oh my gosh.
I just walk out.
You see what I got to deal with, Seth?
That's awful.
And I'm yelling
I
at
look
I
up
don't
like
like
that's
that.
not a job for me. All right.
All right.
So,
Let's plug some stuff and get out of here.
karateoforlando.com. If
Yes.
you
If
now
you want to
it's
pee on some floors, we
now
got the place for
accepting
you.
2.5-year-olds.
No.
Wow.
Anything goes. You bring your
Terrible
infant.
twos?
Wait till you get a hold of the zippy zygotes. They're still in the womb.
I don't mind if the 3-year-olds I clean up pee once in a while, but no, once my adults start doing it, then I'm out. Then I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
we had
done.
a couple of listeners say they're gonna
I knew they
test
were.
the waters.
Don't do it. Don't do
Shitting
it.
on the floor.
Because I have weapons hanging up on the wall and I'll fucking
Yeah.
bust them
Oh
out.
man,
Nah, I'm
Domatello,
just
you
joking.
good.
But no,
Shots fired.
Also, semantics. Are you doing a new episode this weekend?
Yes, we are recording a new episode this weekend. We're going to have our friend Tim Cruz, who is our travel agent sponsor, going to be sitting in with us, as well as Jesse from the Fourth and Dirty podcast.
Oh, nice.
And we got some special friends flying in from Ohio for the after party. So sign up for our Patreon for that. And make sure to come out Sunday to Rock Pit Brewing at 12 p.m. for our 7-year anniversary party.
Boom, boom.
Awesome. We're going to be at the Sanford Porch Fest next weekend on Saturday. We're house number 14.
Yes.
Free event, all for charity.
Come hang out with us. We'd love to see you.
And also the Leap Day Sapo tournament at Hourglass Brewing in Longwood. That's happening February 29th.
Yep.
On Leap Day. And come out and play some Sapo. Win
Real
some
laid
prizes.
back. For those of you that haven't been to events, you know, I love the events when we get the new people that come up and they go like, hey,
Yeah.
this is my first event. This would be a good one. Laid back, fun games, something to do.
We also, we're about to announce our BDM only event and BDM Appreciation Week happening in April. So if you're not a BDM, sign up at tomandan.com.
Yep.
That's the only way you can be involved and get all the different
Truly.
things for BDM Appreciation Week.
Truly, truly. Anything else to say?
I think it's it. Seth, anything?
Can I play the clip of Dana White walking off the podcast real quick? Just can I end the show with it?
Yeah.
We will have a BDM and OG show on Monday, but we will not be here live because we do have Monday off. So
Yes.
Twitch and YouTube, we will not be live on Monday, but we will have new content.
Yeah, new content.
ACT show as well.
President's
Yeah,
Day.
all new stuff for you
And
guys.
Presidents. You guys take off presidents?
Well, it's just his birthday weekend,
We
so he
always
usually
have.
goes
You
camping.
guys.
Normally we go camping. And like normally we would do that. I have to end with this. Have you've talked to Dana White before, right?
Yeah.
Is this real? Tell me if this is real. Here.
You are an amazing guy. I can't thank you enough for being here. You and Ginger seem to be getting along.
Ginger Billy, we've had him on the show.
You are not only an amazing businessman, you are an inspiration, you are a philosopher. The way you do business, the way you conduct your business and your friendships and media is, I'm jealous. But Dana, I can't thank you enough for being here.
Thank you for all the kind words. I appreciate it. I am so fucking tired of doing podcasts. I'm literally done with them. I'm not doing any more podcasts.
That's it.
That's a work.
Yeah, that's fake. Well, the fact that Howie didn't say shit anymore.
Right.
Yeah, that was.
Is it
That's,
fake?
that's an old
Very
90s
It seems
radio.
like it, but a lot of people are saying that Dana White is not the type of guy that wants to have anything to do with. The counter argument to that is that he typically doesn't do that, and he thinks that shit's stupid. So there
But
isn't.
he may have been friends with Howie Mandel.
Don't
or-
know.
yeah,
Don't know.
Because it also doesn't seem like you would do that for real. Like, be like, I'm sick of podcasts, and then just walk out. You wouldn't even do it, right?
Right. Why walk in?
I mean, yeah, you wouldn't sit through the intro and then walk out. You would probably walk out while he was doing the intro or slightly before.
Especially when the intro is all like really nice things about you, complimentary, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone else's look on their face looked fake. Dana's told it pretty good, but everyone else was just like, yeah.
Yeah, it was
I could tell
it's
kinda
fun.
bullshit.
I like stuff like it. You know what? I'm back in. I like it. I like it. I like fake news.
We should do more of that.
Like do some more bits.
Yeah.
You know what?
yeah.
This is the last time I'm coming on this.
We already tried doing the silent strike.
Yeah, the people were happy. Like,
No, I don't.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We certainly do appreciate it. Have a great weekend. New shows for Monday. Anything else?
No, we'll see you on Tuesday.
Bye, guys. Have a great